one thing. Huzzah! All right. So, when last we left our intrepid investigators, um, they were in a bit of a pickle. They had arrived at the village of Twinkletown in the dark forest of Gloon, uh, alone. They were told that the village had been wiped out by little creatures called Frizzi-Nocs that were in everybody's houses. Their investigation led them to the wizard's house, the Frizzy Coop, an empty house that didn't have any Frizzies or anything in it, and then they found some bodies out in the fields that didn't appear to be mauled by animals but killed in other ways. They went to the store, whereupon Fernando was mauled by Frizzi-Nocs. And then they went to the inn. Well, no. Fernando went to the inn while the others went to talk to the people who were left in the town, who they were starting to suspect were not who they said they were. At the inn, Fernando found some children who he said, "Stay here, stay hidden." And then they went back and talked to Walrus and Penter in the kitchen, who were cooking. Shortly before that, Anid had gone off and looked for another of these people, and um, never came back. Don't know what happened to him. Then they went to the Frizzy Coop and they hung out for like 2 hours trying to lure the Frizzies into the Frizzy Coop, which did not work. And finally, Valrus showed up at the Frizzy Coop, says, "Come eat some supper. All of these people you say are bandits are getting suspicious. Come eat." You went and ate, whereupon Fernando collapsed on the table as if he had suddenly fallen asleep. Clyde, the leader, the one who's been doing most of the talking with these people, said, "Try to take them alive," as all the other men in the tavern stood up, picking up weapons. So, Isabella, what do you do? What do you do? Top of the round. Yes, please put your phone away if you're in a
Me?
scene. Yes, you have the highest dex, so you get to decide what to do first. What do you want to do? You are in the tavern. You have food in front of you on the table. Unconscious Fernando. Loren Hutton is looking around as these men have stood up and are pulling out clubs or large knives or short swords and the like. And Clyde has just said, "Try to take them alive," looking at the three of you. You're at the top of the round.
Yeah.
We are technically in combat because these guys are coming at you. So we're going to go round by round until, well, who knows? What do you want to do?
Um,
I need to
I
look at
guess
better.
I look at Valrus if he's there.
Valrus, yeah, he's in the kitchen door. He's leaning against the kitchen door with his arms crossed, and he's looking your direction. He had just stepped out.
Okay. I give him a look,
Hmm.
like first, and then I
Yeah, you could do
say,
that for free. That's just free.
Valrus. Yeah, I say, Valrus, what did you do to this stew?
Okay.
Why did you
Do
do
you want
this?
do you want to do anything else? I'll give you that. You can say that for free and still have an action and movement if you wish. What do you wish? Do you wish to
Um,
do anything else?
mm, like I kind of want to get out my dagger, but I want to diplomatize first.
If you
I'll
want, you
like
could try.
start reaching for it and be ready to pull it
Okay.
out,
All the
but
men in the room have
I don't want to.
weapons in their hands right now and are kind of look like they're going to
Okay.
head your direction. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll pull it out subtly and kind of keep it by my side
hmm.
and fruit flies.
Okay.
Um, and I ask Valrus that
Right. He
uh
didn't answer. He didn't say anything. He's just
maybe
looking.
I could roll a psychology or
Oh,
something
sure. You can
on
make a
him.
psychology on him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, make a roll.
Okay.
You study him for a
Sorry.
moment.
Forgot to get my
That's okay.
certain dice out. Okay. 48. Uh, gotta
Let's see. Let me.
switch too much. I don't know. I don't know where to put this. Computer is slow.
That's okay. A lot of times when you pull up your character sheet, your stream crashes too.
I know.
Isabella.
At least the first time. I'm
Version
trying.
1.2. This says your psychology is 40, according to the character sheet I've got.
What is it?
It says 40.
I didn't.
Hold on. 44 is what your psychology is. 44.
Oh, dang. All right.
Okay, okay. Go, go,
I
go.
failed.
Okay. You're not sure. He's just standing there looking at you. Um,
Okay. I'm suspicious.
that's fine. Um, yeah. He doesn't do anything. Y'all don't see Fiscal, who had been taking a nid around. You haven't seen him since a nid disappeared as well. But the bandits. Um, who's got the low luck between the two of you two?
I
Isabella
have
and Loren.
65.
Isabella.
Can you make me a luck check, please, Isabella? Uh-oh, she froze. Can you hear me? There she
Yeah,
is.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You're back. That's okay. Make me a luck check.
14.
That's a success. Okay. The bandits are looking between you and Valrus. Bandits. These men. You're not sure for what they are yet. Although, well, there's been claims made.
We've claimed they're bandits.
Yes,
So
and the kids did too that you found in the basement. They hesitate. They were moved forward. They're kind of hesitating. Clyde looks at you, looks at them. He's like, "I said, get him!" Um, uh, and then he reaches down behind the bar and he pulls out a battle axe. This thing is huge. It's almost as tall as he is. It has a massive blade. He turns your. He said, "I said, get him!" And then he turns you and he says, "Drop your weapons, and you won't be harmed." And then we're to Hutton. What do you want to do, Hutton? There are 12 men in the room, along with Clyde. Valrus is in the doorway to the kitchen. Yes.
I
Thought Sean
want
froze.
to move. No. I'm going to try this because he's adventurous, he's energetic.
Okay. Outnumbered.
I'm going
6
and
to 1.
outnumbered. He is going to move between them as much as possible and Fernando because Fernando is currently unconscious.
Yeah, he's snoring actually lightly on the
I
table.
great.
Head down on the table.
that's good. My face didn't
No,
land.
it
in my
didn't land
bowl.
in the bowl.
And I would like to attempt to use dreaming magic
Mm-hmm. To do what?
to make all of their weapons into snakes.
That's going to cost you 20 magic points.
Ooh, okay, that would.
Well, 13, 14 magic points, I'm going to say. Yeah, that's what it's going to cost.
And it costs me no matter what.
Mm-hmm. If you fail, it still sucks down the magic points. I'm telling you this as a player. Your character can realize he's overextending himself by trying
Yeah.
something so big.
Massive. Yeah.
That's huge.
How about,
That
how
would
about I
be
just
huge.
do the leaders?
The battle axe?
Yes.
I'm going to say the battle axe is still going to cost you 5. This is going to be difficult.
Okay. I can risk that.
Okay.
You might have even said like 7 or something.
Nope.
No? You concentrate on him for a moment. Nothing happens.
Okay.
You could still move, I'm going to say. If you want to
Well,
continue
I was
moving.
gonna move.
You did.
in
You moved between him and
Okay.
Fernando. Concentrated for just a moment. Dreaming doesn't really take much. It counts as an action. But if you
Okay.
want to continue moving, you could still move it in this round if you wanted to. But make a decision quickly.
I'm actually. Can I just start to like pick up Fernando?
No. You can move.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
The
then I'm gonna
concentration
stay on that.
is going to take too much. So, okay. All right. Isabella, top of the round. We're back to you. Valrus is still standing in the
quick.
doorway like this, leaning against the door. He's a little ways
Okay.
away from you. You
Did
guys
he
are
say anything?
closer to the. No, he never said anything. He's just kind of watching you. Um, the other men have weapons in their hands. Loren has placed himself between Fernando and most of the men. Um, and Clyde has a battle axe, and he's getting red in the face, like his men aren't moving quickly enough. What do you want to do? Uh oh, she froze again. There she goes.
I, First thought is to do another psychology, but maybe that's not the best.
You got
I don't know.
12. Okay, think
Maybe
about this in real
I
life.
will.
12 guys are coming at you with knives. What would you do? That's probably what
Yeah.
Isabella would do as well.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do? Anything.
Okay. Um, I'm either gonna persuade or attack, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know. Would I think it's likely that a persuade like would work? I mean, it
I'm going to say probably not. But you never know. And you're going to attack. Okay, you can attack 12 guys if you want. Yeah. Uh oh. She's frozen again. Can you hear us? Uh oh. I'm guessing we might lose Josie.
mm.
Wait, I hear you.
What else can I do? I guess.
Anything. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do right now.
You can try to run. You can give
Dear.
up. You can surrender.
Yes. How close am
Say that again. You broke up.
how close am I to the door?
To the door? Not far.
Okay.
You mean the main door, like
I'm
the
gonna
front
head
doors?
that way.
Okay. Are you walking? Are you running? Describe to me
With
how
my
you.
dagger out.
Right. Describe to me how you're moving.
I'll back up, never turn my back to them.
Okay. So you back up to the
I'll be
door.
looking at them, holding my dagger.
You could probably make it to the doorway just outside.
Okay.
It seems as if this is motivation enough for these men. Um, some of them head towards you. About 4 of them head towards you. The other 8 move towards Loren Hutton and quickly surround him. The ones moving towards you start telling you to drop that knife, girly. They've got these knives out, and they basically are come right up to you. So they're just inside the door. You're just outside the door, and it looks like they're ready to fight you. Um,
Yeah. And as I'm walking, I want to talk to them and try to ask, why are you doing this?
And that's what they say. Put down the knife, girlie.
Try to get information.
Put it down. Put it down or you're going to get hurt.
Absolutely not.
Who wants to slice her first? One of the other ones says. Okay.
Tell me why you're doing this.
Loren, they don't. Loren, the men who have surrounded you pretty much. There's no way that you can get out of this probably at this point. They're pointing their knives at you. They have clubs, whatever. One of them says, "Put your hands behind your back." Yeah, and it'll be your turn before you can go. Clyde is behind them with this battle axe. Valrus has turned and gone back into the kitchen. What do you want to do, Hutton? They're not stabbing you or anything yet.
Wait a minute. Let me think of this. How?
What are you doing?
How far? I know. I'm surrounded.
Yeah, 8 guys are around you. It's going to
Yes.
be hard for you to get through. I'll need at least 2 strength checks to just push past them.
Okay.
There's no attacks of opportunity in this game. I'm not going to worry about them stabbing you, but if you fail strength checks, they will grab you, is how that's going to come down. Like grab your arm, that kind of thing.
And how far? I'm not okay. How big is this space?
Hmm. It's a good-sized tap room. It's got a bar.
Okay.
It's got several enough tables. There's enough room for them all to live in here. So it's a sizable room,
Okay. Yeah.
like a small hall. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you can imagine that, like a small hall. One door on one side leads to the kitchen. The other door almost opposite it leads to the street. There's no steps here because it's just a tavern. So there, and then there's a few
Yeah.
windows. And remember, these windows are all have all these freaking bars and are super solid. Um, if you make a luck check, a window nearby you's open, but you still have to get through men to get to it at this point.
Okay.
It's been like lifted up, the sills up, so that it is open enough that someone could jump through it.
I am going to attempt. I guess would it be a fast talk to try to distract him?
To distract them, how so? Look over there! Is that what
It's
you're going
literally
for?
what in the
Frizzies!
world could that be?
Remember, these guys seem to be terrified of the Frizzies. You guys have noticed that. They
Yeah.
are really uptight about the Frizzies. So, yes, you can do a fast talk if you want to try to distract them for a moment. That might
Yeah.
give you some kind of advantage for very short time. But what do you say?
He's gonna say that. There's frizzies coming in over there.
Okay, make me a fast talk. Um,
16 exactly.
and that's a success?
That's
Regular
a success for
success?
me.
Okay. All of the men that are around you turn and look that direction. Clyde does not. Clyde is like, just looks even angrier now. Like, really pissed off at you. So you have a moment. They are distracted.
I'm going for the window if it's open.
It,
I gotta roll
you
luck.
got roll me a luck check. If it's closed, it's going to be a little harder.
67 out of 90.
Good God, that's right. Your luck is through the roof. Okay, I still need one strength check from you. If you succeed one strength check, you quick brush by one guy and leap out the window.
49 out of 55.
Okay, you knock a guy aside who's looking for the frizzies over there,
Mm-hmm.
and leap out the window. Isabella, you definitely see this happen. It's very visible from your location, even past these men. One of them has decided he's going to be the one
Okay.
that's going to cut you between them, by the way. They've been discussing it. In the 6 seconds, they've been like, you want to cut her? You want to cut her? I'm going to cut her. That happens. And you're up. It's your turn.
So are they all distracted and going for Loren? Or are
No, the
any
ones
of
on
them
you are
focused
just.
on me?
The ones on you are still focused on you.
How many?
4. There are 4 of you inside the room. You are just outside the door. You backed out. And they were like, and it's double doors that lead into this place, and they're wide open right now. And the doors open into the room. You moved out of the room. So, what do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna try to persuade them
To do what?
to honestly just to tell me something. Like,
Okay, what do you say? Tell me what you say. Decide quickly. Remember, these are very fast. Combat rounds take 2 to 5 seconds. So I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Oh God. Ah.
Oh God. Don't hurt me. That could be your persuade.
I say
I'm just a weak woman.
I just
You know they'll believe that.
I say
Because they're dicks.
John, whatever it is, I'm sure we can talk it out.
Okay.
If you would just please take a second,
Okay, that's all you have time to say.
take a breath.
That's about all you have time to say.
Okay.
You can say that.
Okay.
Make me a persuade check. You're going to have to roll real well. Oh, you got good persuade. Oh, no.
Okay, that's a success.
Okay.
47
It's
out
a
of
regular success. Okay.
50.
And then you can still move this round if you want. Do you wait to see what their response is?
I think I'm just gonna continue to back out
Okay.
to the street.
Okay, you're backing away. There's a little like a stoop there that you step down off of into the street. That's going to put you out on the street as you're backing away, saying you just want to talk. I want to talk, basically. I'm paraphrasing. I know you said something else, but
And whichever way the Frizzy barn is,
yeah, that's going to be to your right.
Frizzy coop.
Yeah, that's on your right.
I'm gonna lean. My intention is to go that way.
Okay.
So
Well, do you
I'm
just want to
going
back
towards that
straight?
direction.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna. Are you still backing up, kind of in that
Yeah.
direction? Is that the plan? Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. You're
Yep.
backing up. Um. Okay. Um. One of the men says, "Get her!" And they just rush you. They rush forward.
I run.
No, it's too late. You're backing up. They rushed you. They
Well, if
didn't.
they get too close, I'll run.
Well,
You know.
you're not going to have the opportunity before they get on top of you. They're going to get to attack you because you're backing away and they're like, "Get her!" And they just come rushing in. Only one of them is trying to stab you. The other three are going to try to grab you. So, um, do you want to dodge this guy with the knife? I'm going to let the knife guy come at you first, or do you want to fight back with the knife in your hand? Because he's going to roll, you're going to roll. We haven't done a lot of combat, so each of you get a roll. Whoever's got the better
Let me.
success will be the winner. Um, your fighting brawl is a whopping 25. That's what you'll use for your knife.
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Mm-hmm. What is your dodge? Your dodge is
So
42.
42.
Nice. Okay, give me a roll. Tell me how you do. This is the guy with the knife. Let me find my guy.
Oh,
Where's his
so
attacks?
close.
Oh.
46. That's
Okay.
4 over.
Okay. He comes at you with this knife. Now, don't forget, you're wearing armor that will help you against these things, okay? He comes at you with the knife, oversteps, actually kind of bumps into you, and you hear the knife fly out of his hand and clatter to the ground. As he rolled a 97, which is a critical failure.
Critical failure.
Yes, for him. Now, there are 3 other guys trying to just grab you. All right, so you have the option again. You can fight back. You can try to stab him. Or you can try to dodge these attacks. But you take a penalty die on all of these because there's 3 of them trying to do this. Only your first. I found this rule out, guys, that only the first attack in a round you don't get a penalty die. No. They get bonus dice. Never mind. They get bonus dice because there's 3 of them all coming at you at once. You know what I mean? If more than one person attacks you in a round, after the first, all of the attackers get bonus dice. Same with you guys. If the 3 of you gang up on one guy and just beat the shit out of him, you're each going to get a bonus die when you attack. Okay? So keep that in mind. Ganging up on people can be very effective. So 3 of them are going to try to grab you. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to dodge or do you want to try to stab them? And you could do a different one for each if you want. First
Right.
guy, what do you want to do? How
Does
about that?
dodge mean? So if I were to dodge, does that mean they don't grab me, basically, right?
They're like scrabbling at you, but you
So I
jerk
can
your
run
arm out of
away?
the way. Your next round, you'll be able to run away. Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. If you stab them and kill them,
Wait,
the
is it still
same
my
thing.
turn?
Do what? Say, go ahead.
Right. Is it still my turn? Do I roll?
No. It's bandits. The bandits are going now.
Yeah, the bandit.
Oh,
the bandit's
okay.
turn right now.
But I
yeah.
need you to roll your dodge for each attack.
Oh, okay.
Here comes the first guy. He's trying to grab
Alright.
you. Okay. He is successful, but just. How did you do?
Very good.
Say again. It broke up.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, so that's a hard success. Yeah. So yeah, he would have grabbed you. He had a good grip on you, and you just kind of jerked back, and he let loose. Here comes the second guy. Go ahead and make me another dodge check. Ooh,
she's a woman in the 19th century. She's used to avoiding bad touch from men.
Gropers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you do?
Yeah. Fail.
Okay, he got
74.
an extreme success.
Oh.
One of them gets hold of you. Do me one more dodge check for the last guy. He got a regular success. My last one is a regular success. Did you What's the matter?
Oh, that's an 80.
Okay,
And
that's
a 0.
So 2 of them have grabbed you by the arms at present. You could try to break away from them next round.
Okay.
Inside the building, the band. Sean. All right. I'm gonna give the bandits an intelligence check. Oh, they succeeded. There ain't nothing over there. They. Oh wait, you're not in the building anymore. You jumped out the window. The bandits turn around. He's disappeared. You hear that through the open window, Sean. Loren Hutton hears that, and then you hear Clyde bellow, "You idiots! He went out the window. Get him!" And Isabella, you're terrified to see several men, pretty much all of them, burst out the front of this building. Isabella, you can give me a luck check. Let's see how they do coming out the building.
Oh, man, I'm still not very good at this.
That's
a
okay.
3, an 0, is that 83 then?
That's 83, yes. And if there's a 0, then that's going to be, if there's a 0, it's a tens digit. So that's a fail. They burst out of the building. A couple of them almost trip coming out down the stoop, but they don't fall. And some of them stop. 2 of them stop and are kind of looking at this altercation between you and these men as you're struggling with them. The others kind of run past, and then you see Clyde walk to the doorway with this big axe in his hand, and he looks at you, and then he heads down and starts to continue around, but his men have run around the side of the building. Loren, give me a dex check. Outside, you're not going to take any damage, but let's see how well you nail the landing. Your dex is kind of shitty, isn't it?
It is real shitty. I didn't make it.
You didn't make it. So you jumped out the window to crash to the ground. Men are rushing at you, but they're not on top of you yet. What do you want to do?
I'm going to get up.
Okay, yeah. That's your action.
I'm going to run towards the Frizzy farm.
Okay. Okay, yeah. And you take off running. So you run. Are you running down the street and then you're going to turn like before the wizard's house and head for the Frizzy farm? Do you want to cross the street, go behind houses? The map is in. Let's see. The map is
in game chat.
Yeah, it shouldn't be in there. It should be gaming text.
I
but whatever.
am going to try to cut behind buildings to get to the back of that barn to where the controls are at.
Okay. I don't remember which doors are locked on the barn, to be quite honest. But you guys probably would, and I would think. Actually, I think you unlocked everything. We're going to say you unlocked all the doors. You don't think any of the doors are locked necessarily to the barn. And there is a door on the back on this map on number 10 on the left side and on the right side. So yeah, you can run down. You can run quite a ways towards the barn, the Frizzy farm, and get almost to the corner, the northwest corner. Okay. These men are in pursuit, or they will be momentarily. Okay, Isabella, top of the round. What do you want to do? You want to try to break free of this
double team?
Yeah, there's 2 guys on you. You could try to break free of them. It's going to require your strength versus their strength.
Second.
I'm sorry, what?
What is? Oh,
And they are going to get a bonus die because there are 2
wait,
of
so
them.
it's not a dodge?
No, they've got hold of you.
Yeah,
if you want to break free now, you're going to have to use your strength to break free.
I would just love her to get one on free and slap one of them.
You're not there. Say that again, Isabella.
Well, I still have my knife on me, so in theory I could try to stab them, but that's a brawl, right?
That's also a brawl, yes.
And they probably both have you by the arms or whatever too, so
they've got you by the arms. Your knife arm is still somewhat loose. You could try to stab them, or you could try to break free. Or if you have another idea,
neither one is good.
Go dead. Go dead weight. You could do that. I don't know. It doesn't really solve the problem, but it's another option.
I go all floppy on them.
Dreaming wings. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'll do strength. I'll try to
open your dress
break
and
free.
Frizzies jump out. Okay.
Uh, 13.
Ooh,
That
okay.
is a hard success.
13's a hard success. Unfortunately, I rolled an 07, which is an extreme success. So that guy held on. I will give you another roll against the other guy. I'm assuming you're just kind of shaking, trying to get them off of you. But he also gets a bonus
Oh yeah,
die.
I'm wiggling,
Ooh, he failed.
flailing all over the
Okay,
place.
that one failed.
Uh, so did I. 61.
So he hangs on to your other arm. Um, two
And
more
I'm gonna
men.
yell at
Yeah.
Loren while this is happening.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
just
You can
I
do that.
just yell, Loren, help!
Loren, help. Okay. As he's booking it away as fast as he can, disappears behind a building. Okay. Two more bandits join these guys. Um, one of them is going to do a maneuver. And so what he's going to try to do is get the weapon out of your hand. So that's going to be a brawl versus either a dodge to try to keep him from grabbing it, or you can still fight back with this knife if you want. But as there's and this is a third guy. This is you still got two guys holding on to you. So what do you want to do? Do you want to try to just keep it away from him, or are you going to try to give him a little slice?
Okay, it's probably not smart, but I'm gonna try to slice him.
Okay.
I do it right now?
Yes. So do me a brawl, fighting brawl. Oh, those are the same.
Nope.
He succeeded, so he disarms you. He's got your knife now. The other bandit who dropped his knife bends down and picks it up, and he goes, and one of the others like stops him from just stabbing you while they're holding on to you. He looks pretty bloodthirsty. Two more bandits. We're gonna call them bandits because that's what everybody thinks they are. Two more bandits
Right.
have joined this group. They're coming in and they're also putting hands on you to capture you, basically. Um, Give me another strength check as the two bandits who already have you are going to get a more solid grip. If they succeed, you're going to be pretty much helpless after this. And this is strength versus strength. Ooh, okay. I've got an extreme success for one. How did you do?
Me too.
You got an
5.
extreme? Oh gosh.
I
That.
thought
I don't know how to. Oh wait, whoever's got the highest is going to be the winner.
Yeah.
And they are stronger than you with your 35. So
This is a dodge or strength?
strength, because they're getting their
Okay.
grip better. And once they get a good grip in the
Yeah.
rules, basically you're incapacitated. The second guy is doing the same thing. So you can give me one more strength roll, if you would. He failed. He's not getting a good grip on you.
Ooh.
How'd you do?
31 or 30.
That's success.
Oh,
You
37.
37 is a fail. So he's not still got a good grip, but one of them has got like takes your arm behind your back like this and is holding it so that you can't move, and you're still like trying to get this other guy off of you. He tried to get a better grip, and right now the two of you are. He still has a grip on your arm, but he doesn't have a good solid grip yet. Um, several. There are two more. They both have long knives, like blades this long, and they're like, "Give it up, girly! Give it up, girly!" Um,
This isn't a fair fight.
you're right. It's
What did I
definitely.
ever do to
It
you?
is not a fair fight. Okay, you hollered that out. That was the bandits who are chasing Hutton. They're pounding feet after you, Hutton. They are so close behind you. But it's your turn.
I'm gonna continue going.
Okay, yeah. You can run inside the building.
Yep.
Um, Closing the doors in action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have to, but I'm saying it's an action if you want to close that back door, or you can continue running directly into that little booth and close that door if you want. You know what I mean? But closing a door is going to constitute an action.
Yeah, I want to get into
Pull
where the
the lever.
controls are at.
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's talking about, the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When I say booth, that's what I meant. The little room with the controls and the glass.
Yep.
You can run in there.
And I'm locking myself in.
Okay. Now the two levers lock the front and the exterior doors. The doors to the room are closed manually, bolted, and then a bar is put on them. Remember?
Oh,
So you do have a lever, and you remember you pulled the lever, and the door would go slam shut, and then there was a clicking noise, and then you found that it was locked once you pulled the lever. Right now, both levers we decided are up, um, and then the other lever does the back door, the one you just ran through, not the booth door, but the
Okay.
back door. Does that make sense?
Okay, I want
Do
to
you want me to draw a picture?
I want to lock the back door because that's the one that they were following.
Yes, they were rushing right at you. Grab the
Correct.
lever, you pull it down hard. That door
Yes.
suddenly slams shut. You hear a clunk, a very loud click, a crunch, however you want to describe that sound. You start to catch your breath. You've only been running for a few seconds. I mean, you just busted across town at a sprint. Um, yeah, you're not going to hear pounding on the door until it's their turn, technically.
Yep.
We might be out of combat. One guy's got Miss Eldridge in a pretty good hold.
She can still fight back with the one arm if she wants to.
No, he still got it. He just doesn't have a good grip on it.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
okay. You could try to break free of that arm if you wish, Miss Eldridge.
So only one guy.
One guy's got a good grip.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get out of this guy's grip.
I got out of the other guy's grip.
No.
But
he
has
a hold of your arm.
He's got hold
of your arm, but not a grip.
Right. So that arm is still, you can still try to break free with one arm. There are 6 men surrounding you, and Clyde is walking in your direction with a battle axe. It's not a fair fight.
Oh my
there
God.
were a dozen men in the room.
Ah! I'm doomed.
Maybe.
What do I do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You can still try to break free with this arm, I'm going to say. If you want him to do a strength versus his strength. If he succeeds, that means he gets his grip on you. And then you'll be held by 2 men very securely. If he fails, if you succeed and you want to, then you can break free. You can break that arm free at least.
Can I try to call Ada? Is that possible right now?
With the spell that you've never cast?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, you could try it, but one, you don't know if
That's a power roll.
One, you don't know if it'll work. 2, it's daylight, and this is supposed to be cast at night.
Okay, never mind.
You remember that? Yeah, you remember that.
So my options are
whatever you want to do.
Strength to break free.
You can try strength to break free of the one guy's grip if you wish. But the other guy does have.
I literally don't know what else. I guess dreaming something. I don't know. Hang on.
Use some earth magic.
Oh. Sure sucks. Okay.
Yeah, mine does.
I guess I'll do strength.
Okay.
There's nothing really else I can do, so.
There's always things you can do.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. How'd you do?
11.
That's success. You break free. That arm is free. He rolled a 68. Somebody yells at him, "Get hold of her, you idiot!" That's your action, and you can't move while this other guy's got you held.
Okay.
Several of them are still pointing weapons at you. Yeah, so that's your turn.
So I'm totally free now? Nobody has me anymore?
The guy on your right is still holding you. He's got your arm back up behind you. It hurts because he's now applying pressure, and it hurts a lot.
And my knife is on the ground.
No, one of them took your knife out. One of them grabbed your hand and then managed to get your knife out of your hand.
Okay.
Get hold of her, another one says. 2 of them are going to try to grab that loose arm.
Just slap one of them and give up.
You cad. So I'm going to need a dodge. I'm going to need a dodge with a penalty die because you're being held, or a fighting brawl if you want to with nothing. If you want to try to punch these guys as they're coming at your left arm to try to grab it. Actually,
dodge.
No, 3 of them are going for you now. So they've put their knife. They're going to drop their knives. Some of them are reaching down to grab your legs. I mean, they're just piling on you. So, yeah. So one's on
Not cool.
So, yeah, okay. He's going to make a fighting brawl against that arm. I got a regular success. And you're trying to keep it out of his way.
Yeah, I'm dodging.
Yeah, make a roll.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay. 94.
He's got that arm again. 2 others are trying to grab your legs. If you fight back, you could try to kick him, or you could try to just keep your legs out of their way.
I don't really have anything else on me, right?
You're wearing that dress. You
Like,
got lots of pockets. I think you have Loren Hutton's glowy thing in one pocket still. His little glow ball
Yes.
is in one of your
Yes.
pockets.
okay.
You have some other little knick-knacky stuff probably in your pockets you've collected. You might have some. No, you didn't have any food on you. No money. There's no real cash that you had on you or anything like that. So what do you want to do? Are you want to fight back with your feet or do you want to dodge?
Can I take out the glowing
You do not.
orb?
It's not your turn, and you don't have a free hand. Right now, they're
Okay.
attacking you. You can defend yourself,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's all you can do right now. Dodge or fight back.
I'll dodge.
Okay. So we'll say right leg first. Okay. Regular success with that. How'd you do?
14.
Oh God. That is a
I
hard
think.
success. Where the hell's dodge? It's
Yeah,
right in the
hard
can. Yeah,
success.
that's a hard success. You're like kicking at him, and he's like trying not to get it in the face. Left leg. Make me.
Oh, he wants it
Do
in
you
the
want to
face.
dodge or fight back with the left leg? Right now, you're like just like this, trying to keep them from grabbing your legs or kicking them, whichever you decide.
Kicking them wouldn't do much damage, probably.
D3 plus your damage bonus. Used to do extra damage in Call of Cthulhu, but they changed those rules in 7th Ed.
No, I'm gonna dodge. I just want to get away.
Okay.
3.
Good lord.
Extreme.
That's an extreme. I rolled a hard. So yeah. So they can't get a hold of your legs. You're moving them around too much. Okay.
Ooh.
Hutton. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody's banging on that door. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody put their shoulder against it. The doors in this town are made like they want to hold off an army, and you guys have all noticed this the entire time.
Yep.
And these two exterior doors are even tougher than the regular doors. They're beating on them. Boom, 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 boom. That's pretty much all they do this round. Isabella, Clyde walks up with that axe, and he kind of holds it in such a way, and then he brings it very close, the blade very close to your face. And he says, "Stop resisting, or I'll have to cut you."
Why are you doing this?
No.
What did I do to you?
Stop. You can't talk to this guy. We're in combat. If you
I
surrender...
can't? Oh.
No, we're still in combat. These are 6-second rounds. They're very short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each person gets an action. You can do that on your turn, though. If you want to talk to them, you can do
Okay.
that. In addition to like fighting back and stuff. But right now we're
Yeah,
in combat,
okay.
so we just go when it's our turn to go. Which I should have shut up because it is your turn to go.
I-
No, it's Hutton's turn.
I thought it was.
Sorry, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hutton is actually at the very bottom of the round. He's the slowest of just about everybody except for one other person. Hutton, you're faster than somebody. You lucky
Yay.
duck. You can hear them banging on the door, putting shoulder against it. But it's too short of a time for them to do anything beside that.
Okay.
Hi, 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 hi. You hear that from the Frizzies in the room. They must have seen you come running in. So you kind of hear that in the room. Friend, friend. Some of them are saying. And what do you want to do? We're still in combat.
You hungry?
Okay, that's all I can really say. Now hold on. Wait, they're in a cage. They only turn into Frizzi-Nocs in the dark.
That's
Keep
true.
that
Yes,
in mind.
Okay. Yes, that's what
This
I
was
wanted.
just
I
a
wanted-
little while ago
yeah.
you learned this. That's why I'm reminding you.
Yep.
You know that 6 levers control the 6 lights.
I want to make
The
sure
door
there's
to your
only-
left that you just ran into this little booth is still wide open. I just want you to be aware of all these things.
Is the door because there was like a barn door behind me as well?
There is a barred door to your right. Okay, if you're
Yep.
looking at the glass, on your
Mhm.
left you've got a door. On your right you've got a door. Right
Yep.
door is exterior door. It's
Yep.
got bolts that are all thrown. They're all in. It's got a bar. This door on your left that you just ran through has all the same paraphernalia. This little
Yep.
room would be almost impregnable if you locked yourself up in it for a very long time.
Okay.
Then you've got the back door, which is just behind you. If you're facing the glass, just behind you that you just closed and locked with this lever.
Mm-hmm.
You got the door across on the other side of the Frizzy farm that is still open, that is affected by the second lever. And then you've got 6 levers for the lights, and you've got the 30 some levers that control the cages.
Yeah.
That's what's going. That's how the Frizzy farm is set up.
Yeah. First thing I want to do is make sure I'm locked in here
So
completely.
you close the door and starting to throw bolts and all that shit. It'll take you 2 rounds to close it, throw all the bolts, and put the bar on.
Yes.
Okay, so that you start on that. So door's closed and half the bolts are thrown. Isabella, sorry, we're back up to the top at you.
Okay.
He's just threatened to cut you, and he's put the blade very close to your face, as if he's threatened to cut your face. And you can say something now if you want to, but remember, very short. Until you stop fighting back, if you keep fighting and trying to get free, we're still technically in combat. You know what I mean? Until if they can get 2 guys on you holding you, you're pretty much going to be helpless. At which point, combat's going to end for you. Okay? And right now, only one guy's got you, and he's hurting you. Your arm is going up and up and up, and it hurts. And you have
man, it doesn't seem to work to reason with them.
No, it doesn't.
Or to ask questions. Like I need to persuade or something, but I don't know what to say.
Well, consider this. It's a bunch of guys you don't know just attacked you, literally. In real life, what would you say to something like that? Yeah, exactly.
I'm calling the police. No, that wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't work.
I don't know. I want information, but it's not working.
They don't appear to be willing to give it to you at this time. So what do you want to do?
What do I have to bargain with? Like
nothing. They outnumber you 7-1 right now.
Oh, I've got it.
Okay, you can say something.
Okay, so as I've got my arm behind my back.
Yes.
And
your right arm is behind your back. Your left arm, the guy's still trying to get a good grip. He's grabbed it, but he doesn't have a good grip on it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can try to break free.
I'm struggling.
Okay.
And as I'm struggling, I'm gonna say, I'm a dreamer. I can do magic. I can make you as much money as you need.
Oh.
I can make crystals and gems.
Okay,
I'll give you whatever you want. Just let me go.
Okay. That's all you can say.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all you want to do? You're just trying to talk to these guys?
Should I roll a persuade to do that?
Yeah, you can roll a persuade. Go ahead. Meanwhile, Fernando, you're sleeping. It's a very relaxing sleep. How did you do?
The best number, 42.
42.
That's a success.
It is a success. It is a regular success. Okay. We're still in combat. They won't answer until it's their turn.
I can't dodge also. I've already done my action.
Yeah, I'll allow you to. You can try to make a strength check to try to break free of the guy who's on your left arm. Right arm dude is.
Might as well try.
You're not going to get away from him.
Oh. 3 zeros is 100, right?
That's 100. Yes.
I got a 1. No, I got a 1.
I got a 1. 001.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You shake off the guy on your right hand. Your left hand. You shake him off. Because I rolled a. I rolled a hard success. So you succeeded. You shake him off. He paused. For whatever reason, your bribe maybe made him pause for a moment. Okay.
He was thinking about money.
He was thinking about money. Just for a moment.
So I'm totally free now?
No. The dude who's got you on by your right arm has not let go.
But
you got a strength check to get the dude off your left arm. Right arm, you can't make any more rolls against. He's got you pinned, basically, in that arm.
But I already... Okay. This is so confusing.
Your right arm is pinned. Put your right arm behind your back in real life. Just put it back there and just leave it there. And that'll help remind you, that arm is incapacitated. The dude's holding it, and he's pushing up, and it hurts. And you don't think you hear the creak of bones, but almost feels like you should, because he is just going up and up, and he's just like, just stop fighting back. Is what he says. He like whispers it in your ear. It's real creepy. Um,
Never.
um, the guy you just threw off with your left hand goes in to grab you again. So I need a dodge or another fighting brawl. And the other two guys are going for your feet.
Can I yell another thing?
No.
Or no?
Nope, not at this point. You've taken up pretty much all your talking for the round, trying to persuade them. Um, Give me. Do you want to try to dodge this guy trying to grab your arm? Do you want to try to fight back? Left
I wish
arm.
I had more options.
No, it's his turn. So he's the one who is initiating. All you can do is react. And
Yeah,
in this case,
I
in
know.
a fight, all you
Just
can do is fight or dodge back. Or dodge or fight back.
dodge, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be working well for me, though.
No.
Oh, now that's 100.
Well, that's 100. Okay. You try to move your arm out of the way. He tries to grab, and it actually puts your hand into his. But then he doesn't have a good grip because he failed as well. So let's do your legs. Dodge or fight back.
So
Those other two guys.
both of my arms now.
No, just the one. You rolled a
Dang
crit
it.
fail, but he rolled a fail.
So
So he
confused.
did not get a good grip on your arm. He's got you like this right now by that arm, which means all you have to do is that, and he's not going to have a grip. He's still trying to get a grip on that left arm. Okay. So right now it's free. Two guys are going for your legs. Right leg. Dodge or fight back.
I'm gonna fight back. Might as well try.
Okay, give him a kick.
Ugh,
I got a
sick of this.
regular success. How did you do?
Extreme, or I
You
think
have-
that's an extreme 8. That might be a hard success.
I think that's a hard. That's still success. Yes, that is a hard success. You beat his regular. Roll me a
I try to kick him in the face.
Yeah, you
or
are gonna
balls,
kick him.
whichever one's closer.
It's probably gonna be his face. Here's the thing. Do you have a damage bonus? Wait, I can check.
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
No, you
So-
said 35.
Yeah,
before
you're right.
something for
Roll
strength,
roll
so-
a six-sided dice. Divide that number in half. That's how much damage you'll do to. Oh, we'll make this a random bandit. I got 12 bandits.
Like, I don't think she's a little person or anything like that. Like, that would,
No,
I think,
no.
be the only thing that would give her a
3.
damage
Oh.
bonus.
What'd you roll? Did you roll a 3?
Half of 3? I
Yes.
rolled a 3.
And then roll it round up. So that's 2 points of damage. You kick him, glancing blow to the face. He starts cursing. It's very rude. Left leg.
I'll go for the nose.
That's you don't
Yeah.
really have a choice. Left leg. You're gonna do
Okay.
the same thing. You're just starting to kick like you want to hurt these guys.
Yeah, you know what? I am. It worked, so yes.
Damn,
Kick.
that's a fail too. Okay. If you roll any kind of success, then you succeed. At 25 is what your chances are. What'd you get?
Oh, this is a brawl?
Yes.
Okay.
You're fighting.
Yeah,
back.
I've 23.
23. You kick the other guy.
D6?
Yeah, D6 divided by 2. Josie manages to kill all of them just by kicking them.
Oh,
as they
wait.
keep coming
Look.
in.
Well, that sort of didn't roll, really, but it was a 3 again?
3 again.
Did
It's
I
2
roll
points of
again?
damage. No, that's okay. If it landed
Okay.
relatively flat. If it's cocked, then yes, you can re-roll. We're just gonna call it 2 points of damage. That's not bad. Yeah, you just start kicking. Okay.
Okay, I
Yeah,
feel better.
they're done.
She's starting to get confidence now.
Um, You idiots, says Clyde. He had the battle axe to your face, and he pulls it down, and then he goes like this to you. You can make a
What?
dodge if you so desire. You can try to fight back. He's gonna
He
get
did what?
He
He did what
punches
to
you
me?
in the face. He's trying to
Yeah,
punch you in the face.
Don't try to
Great.
be Samoan and
Awesome.
headbutt his fist.
Do you want to dodge, fight back? Sorry.
And I have one arm free. Shit. What can I do with an arm?
Yeah, you do have that left arm free. Yeah. No, you can fight back with your arm. You might hurt him. You never know. I'm just gonna get all his numbers here.
Why not? I'll try.
I'm rolling all his dice at once. Damage and attack.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
yeah, I failed.
He got a brawl. He rolled an impale. Oh dear. Um
But he can't impale though, right? Because it's not
no,
an impaling
but he
weapon.
does max damage in that
Okay.
case. So
No.
he punches you hard in the face. Wait, it's a D3. So that's going to be 3 plus 4. 7 points of damage.
Is that more than half your hit points?
7.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Your current hit points, my
That's
thing.
bad.
What are your current hit points? Are they 8? Didn't you take some injury at some point? Or is that healed?
I was at full. I was
Okay,
at 10
that's
out
fine.
of
That's fine.
10.
You sent me this character sheet
It's still
recently, and so it might not be accurate. That's still more than half.
Okay.
I need a Constitution check from you. Mark off that damage. 7 points. That was good. He
I did.
basically hit you
Yeah, I've got
right in
3
the
now.
face.
Con?
Make me a con check. You want to make this. If you fail, you're gonna be knocked out.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
95.
95.
Ooh.
Everything turns red in your eyes. You don't. You think you
Everything
could
goes
taste
black.
blood, and then everything goes black. You've been knocked unconscious. That was a hell
All
of a
right.
hit. Okay.
At
That
least
was
I don't
still
have
the same round.
to
All
try
this
anymore.
happened at once. It was just like boom, 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 boom. You did kick 2 guys in the face. One of them lost a tooth. Okay. Loren, Hutton, we're back down to you. They're still beating on the back doors. This is your second round. You finish the bolts.
Yep.
You grab the bar. You put it in place. You are now sealed in this room. They're still beating on the back doors. So you're the only one, and everybody else is unconscious or asleep. Next round, and we'll go right to you. They're still just beating on the doors this round. They're really putting effort into trying to break down that door. You think?
Okay.
We're back to you.
I'm going to basically make it that there's only one door open to get into this barn.
Right now, there is one door open. The
Okay.
front door. These guys are beating on the back door.
All right. I'm basically just waiting until they give up and try to come around.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
I have a feeling I already know that they're not going to do that, but
Not necessarily that.
ooh, I probably made it with a 29.
Yes, you made it.
Oh yeah, that's a hard.
They might not know about any of the doors to this place, Guy. If they're bandits and they invaded this town and killed everybody, they might not be very familiar with most of the town.
Yep.
Fiscal was. Fiscal was. That's the only one that kind of knew his way around the town. You have no idea about the rest. So throwing that out there, if you want to, you can still do that. But if you want to do anything different, that's an option too.
Well,
You could just wait if you want.
Yeah, I'd have to unbolt the door I just bolted to go over there and try to lure them to that door.
No, when you pull those levers, those doors open. Those exterior doors pop open when you pull the lever.
Well, I'm talking about the one in the booth. Like if
I'm talking about the door they're banging on. If you push that lever back, it's going to go chunk and pop right open.
Yeah, but I don't want to open that door.
Okay. Then you don't have to.
Well,
I'm locked in.
You're locked in the booth.
Yeah.
That exterior door goes into the main Frizzy barn or whatever you want to call it, Frizzy farm.
Oh.
You're in a small booth. There is a door on either side of you. Both of those are bolted and stuff.
You're right. Okay. Yeah. Open.
Okay. You push it. There's a click. The door flies open. One of the men kind of stumbles in. And then you hear a man. It sounds like a man stumbles in. You cannot see them from your position.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to see them unless they go deeper in the room. There's some silence. There's some mumbling. Maybe he went out that other door. One of them. You see one of them come into sight. A couple more stumble that direction as well. You're not sure where the others are. You don't know exactly how many chased you. Okay. I do, and I'm writing that number down. You see 3 right now.
Okay.
Kind of walking. They're looking at the cages. They look really nervous. The Frizzies have gone really quiet. And actually, give me a spot hidden, Sean. We're technically out of combat since nobody can fight at this juncture. So we don't have to go round and round at this point.
Regular success.
The Frizzies, you can make them out between the bars of the cages from
Okay.
peeking like in the window. You can see in the room, and the Frizzies are just they're very silent and they're all just staring at these men who have just come in. And they're not making a sound,
Mm-hmm.
but it feels to you like they are.
Waiting.
Yeah, but
With
like
anticipation.
anticipation is the word I was trying to find. Yes, exactly. So, so yes, that's what's happening. Um, the men have not looked towards the glass yet. They look like they're searching around the cages.
Okay.
One of them actually is moving forward fairly quickly, heading for the door on the opposite side. You see two others further behind him. That's all you see right now. Um, I'll give you a listen check, but you're going to need a hard success.
I did not make it.
Okay. There you go. That's the information that you have right now.
I'm pulling and trapping the 3 in.
So you're locking that. Oh, both doors?
Yep.
Okay. There is a slam. There's kind of a shriek from your left side. There were obviously more men in the room, and one or two of them were probably in the doorway when it just slammed shut in their face. They're like, moments later, you hear them start like beating on the door. The other 3 men freeze. They stop. They turn. You closed both doors, right?
Yep.
Okay. The other 3 men stop. They turn back. They're looking around. We're gonna give
them a spot check.
Yeah, we're gonna give them spots. Oh, they have not terrible spot hiddens. So you're not trying to hide or anything, right?
I'm in the booth.
They might not notice you. One of them definitely notices you. The guy furthest away doesn't notice you. The dude there were 2 guys a little nearer. The one that's closer to you notices you, and he's like, he's
in there.
He's about to point. He doesn't yell anything yet.
Okay.
And then the third guy is just looking back at the door, the exterior door that's to your left, where you heard the squawk of people. Yeah. And then if you don't do you want to do anything quickly? I mean, you waved at that one guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And then he goes, there he is. He's in there. Says the one who spotted you. And the other 2 quickly notice you in there. The Frizzies still are just so quiet. You don't recall them ever being this quiet when there were people.
They were not quiet at
They
all
were not.
when we were in
Fernando
here
hated
last. They
it.
were chirping and making all kinds of noises,
Frizzi-Nocs chirp.
noises.
The Frizzi-Nocs chirp. The
Oh,
Frizzies
right,
actually
right.
talk, but they're all like, "Hi, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello."
Right.
But they're real quiet, and the room is all lit up. Keep that in mind. You have 6 levers on one side. What are you doing, Sean?
I'm going to start closing the levers.
Oh, okay. The
by
light
little.
letters?
Yes.
One at a time?
Yep.
Dramatically?
Yes.
Shunk. Shunk. The men move towards you. Then, let me give them just a quickie roll to see if any of them realize what's
Loren
going
Hutton
on.
becomes murderer.
Yeah. They start. It's getting dark in here. I'm gonna give them 1 spot hidden. Wait, there's Frizzies in this cage over here. Isn't that Frizzies? 6. No, sorry, 3, 4. One of them rushes at. Okay. One disappears to your left. Yeah, one rushes the glass, and he starts like beating on it. He's gonna need a hard strength to break this glass. It's freaking solid. Oh, he did it. Shatters, breaks some of these tiny panes of glass in between all these fucking thick ass bars. They're just panicking. 4, 5, 6. The entire room is plunged into complete darkness. Moments later, even more clearly now than you heard it before, since there's a few broken panes of glass, you can hear chirp, 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 chirp noises, and a wail. One of the men is like, "Ah!" like that. What do you do, Sean?
Back on the menu.
Okay, you pull the frizzy one.
One.
There is you hear movement. There's a half dozen frizzies in that room. You hear movement. We're not going to roll this. There's 4 men and 6 Frizzi-Nocs. There's screams, shrieks. There's rending noises. Um, the you hear like banging of swords on metal, like they're swinging around them and hitting the cages. Um, your guess is Frizzi-Nocs can see in the dark. Um, it
I
is
learned
the
something.
it is less than a minute. Yeah, you're. That's. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be as accurate as they seem to be. There is a splatter. There's a scream from right in front of the glass, and then there's something liquid hits you, something warm and wet through that
Feeling a
broken
sanity
glass.
check.
Say what? Yes.
I'm feeling a sanity
Yeah.
check.
Go ahead and make me a sanity check. Did you make
I
it?
got a 7.
You lose 1 point of sanity.
Hey.
You don't have to look at it. At least it takes less than a minute before the room is silent, except for the. It sounds like something eating.
Sure. Oh, okay.
Back.
And licking, like, it's a little unnerving.
Slurping, and
Especially the noise
crunching.
that's coming like
Maybe not crunching, but
right in front of the glass.
Yeah.
There's noise where you're assuming somebody died.
It's time
Okay,
to put
Sean.
the lights back.
roll me 12. Roll me a 12-sided die 4 times. Let's see who has been eliminated from this list of bandits.
bandits.
Eight.
Eight.
Okay. There's Tim.
3,
3 is okay.
2,
Okay.
10.
10. These are all people that haven't been touched by Miss Eldridge. Didn't get kicked in the face, so that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Except for the eating noises. After about a minute, that's all you can hear, and the obvious, delightfully drinking up, lapping up blood. But you manage to persevere. Your mind, you feel strong in your mind. You don't feel like this has broken you. And those men, if they're the murderers that you all think they are, well,
They deserve it.
They kind of had it
they
coming.
kind of had it coming. So the Frizzi-Nocs are still just eating away, licking and lapping away. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna start bringing up the house lights.
Okay, lights start coming up. The Frizzies turn back. The Frizzi-Nocs turn back into Frizzies, and now they're just kind of in the room. You know what I mean? Because they're not eating the bodies or anything after they become Frizzies. They're all covered in blood, though. There's a lot of blood. Yeah. They are licking the blood off of each other. That is one thing that they are doing. It is a little unnerving, but not enough for a sanity check. I'm not going to make you make a sanity check for the bodies unless you want to somewhat closely examine them. If you just kind of avoid looking at them, I'm not going to bother with it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid.
Mm-hmm. But there are you can see. Okay, there's a lot of blood on the window that survived. Most of the window's still intact. There is a spot a little ways ahead of you and to your left where there's obviously a dead man. There's obviously a dead man like right on the floor in front of you outside the booth. That's all you can specifically see from the booth. The booth does not give a good view of the entire room. It misses a little over here on the left.
Okay.
The banging from the outside door has stopped. You don't know if it stopped before or after after the whale and the Frizzies started eating.
All right.
This is exactly how this played out the first time. Okay.
I am going to let myself out of the booth.
Okay, yeah. The Frizzies come over. They're so happy to see you. They come and they bounce and they rub up against you. They're pretty clean now. They're a little wet, because they licked the blood off. But you can see there are 2 bodies. One is in the corner. That's just to the left of the booth. Like somebody was right at this door when the Frizzies came, and he tried to get maybe in a corner and hide. Maybe he got lost. Yeah. Another guy's a little ways up, still invisible from the booth, face down. They're gouged out. There's a lot of blood around each of the bodies. Like these guys did not do well against the Frizzies, and they are wearing armor. They have like soft leather armor on. But the Frizzies are so happy to see you. They love you. Friend. and they're kind of sometimes they bounce. You know what I mean? Like they hop up, like an excited dog. Um, yeah. Hmm.
No, that wouldn't work.
What wouldn't
I
work?
had I had a thought of, oh, could I conceal them on my person and go and surrender? But concealing them is going to put them in darkness, and then they're right against me when they
Hmm.
turn into Frizzi-Nocs.
Hmm. That is true.
And they don't
Plus
seem
all
to
the
be.
bulges. I mean, each of them is the size of a melon.
Yeah.
What happened? Plague. Okay. Do you want some time to think, Sean? You're completely safe right now. Both those doors are locked. The
Yeah.
other
Yeah. I
exterior
need
door
to
is
let
locked.
me think
You
about
can
it.
have some. You can just take some time. Um,
Yep.
okay.
BRB.
Okay. All right. So Miss Eldridge does not awaken immediately. It was a terrible blow. Um, hmm.
Who would wake up first?
That's a good question because I never really specified how long the sleep agent lasts. Uh,
Right.
so you're not going to wake up for a while. Um, maybe
But I mean, how many hit points is she going to heal back over this one blow? I mean,
none. Not until she sleeps all night. I mean, it's going to be a. It could potentially be a long time. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna add some stuff to the game. So Fernando and Isabella, you're going to wake up at the same time. Actually, you
all
taste
right.
something on your tongue, and it's like very foul. You know what I mean? Like,
Fernando does.
yeah, both of you. Like, so foul that it awakens you. Like, it's like smelling salts that somebody has put in your mouth. Um,
Okay.
um,
I go
and
like bleh, bleh, bleh.
and it takes you a few moments to figure out what that, especially Isabella. It takes actually both of you a few moments
Actually, say the first
to,
thing Fernando's probably going to do is try to reach for his gun.
yeah, yeah. Fernando is tied up.
Okay.
So is
But he
Isabella. You're both tied up.
but I'm just gonna say, like his first reaction as he's coming to, he's gonna like try to go for his
Yeah,
gun, and
okay.
then yeah,
Yeah, it's very confusing as you're coming out of
yeah,
this deep sleep. Isabella, you're in a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain right here. He just hit you right in the middle of your forehead. If he'd aimed a little
Okay.
lower, he would have
I'm
definitely
oh
he would have broken your nose if he'd have aimed lower. Your
well,
hands are
my first instinct would be to hold my head,
that's what
but
you want to
I
do,
guess then I'll realize
but your hands are tied
I'm tied
behind your
up.
back. You're both lying down.
Okay, what do I see?
You are in a room that appears to be like a bedroom. You're all each lying on a separate bed, and let me double check and see how many rooms there are. Hey, what's the matter? You can go outside. Uh, okay, yes. Doesn't say. I didn't specify that. So it looks like it actually looks like a child's room, like a very young person's room. There's like some stars painted on the walls, that kind of thing. Standing and just stepping away from you is Valrus. Um, Also in the room, you see Clyde. He is actually like he's there's some books. He's leaning on a little short bookshelf that's about 2.5 feet tall. His axe is leaning against the wall, and he's looking at you. He's looking at you, and he's looking at Valrus. There are two other men in the room. Just two of the other men who have been in this place. That you've kind of seen
Oof,
around. You
I don't
recognize that
like
they're
where this
two of
is
the men.
going.
They have knives out.
Strange men with weapons in a
Yes,
room,
yes.
me tied up on a bed.
Yeah,
Not a good
you see
situation.
Fernando is on the other bed, also tied up. Fernando, you can
Okay.
see Miss Eldridge as well.
okay. See a big old like bruise or
Yes, she has a
whatever.
huge bruise on her forehead. It's swollen. It's black.
Maybe
You know,
her.
it's blue, black and blue. It looks like
Hmm.
somebody like took a hammer and just popped her right in the forehead. It is a terrible bruise. Isabel, you're having a little trouble seeing. There's a lot of swelling above your eyes.
Mm,
Clyde says,
okay.
"Good, good, Valorous."
Can they tell we're awake? Like, do I think, are they looking
Yeah,
at me
yeah,
right now?
yeah. They're looking at you because when you woke
Okay.
up, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, trying to move your arm to get it up here and all this other stuff. Same with Fernando. When you awoke, you were like, because you're coming out of a
Right.
drug stupor,
Disoriented.
and you're coming out of,
Right.
yes, out of just being literally punched in the forehead and almost killed. Um,
Wow.
um, yeah, that was a hell of a,
Yeah,
a hell of
there's
a
no
blow.
subdual damage in Cthulhu,
No,
so
no, no.
it's
Um,
just damage.
where's your
Uh,
friend? Is
I,
what
I,
Clyde says to you.
where's
Where's
your friend?
Where's Hutton?
Um, uh,
Oh, Hutton got away, huh?
who?
Good for
Who?
him.
Uh huh.
I don't know a Hutton. What?
They're gonna eat him tonight
Uh,
anyway. It doesn't matter. I'll need a fast talk from you,
huh?
Isabella, if you want to try to persuade these people that you don't know what's going on.
What? A fast talk?
Fast talk, please.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to fool somebody,
Okay.
it's a fast talk. Unless you have like,
Yeah,
unless you
definitely
have
playing
like
dumb.
art
Oh,
craft acting, that would I would also accept that.
Oh.
Your fast talk is 5. How did you do?
I
Oh, she
have thought
froze.
so what's
bringing
my,
an
let's see,
actor in as a backup.
5?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 5. What'd you roll?
Yeah, fail, 22.
Okay, yeah. He kind of, you see him kind of look at you. He just kind of shakes his head. You don't think he believes you. I'll give you that for free.
Okay. Um, I, you don't, you shouldn't eat people. You, who are you? Wait, what's going on? What happened?
You'll come
Where am
around
I?
soon enough, Clyde says to you.
Who are you?
You're not fooling anybody. He turns towards Fernando. What kind of person is this Hutton? Huh?
I haven't known him very long.
Uh huh. What do you know of him? We could take just the
Not
two of
much.
you. I don't need all 3 of you. Although, it would probably be better to take all 3. And if he doesn't give himself up, the Frizzies are going to eat him.
I'm gonna do a psychology on that.
Sure.
I don't think this guy knows exactly what's gonna happen, but I didn't make it, so
Okay. Think what you want.
yeah. Um yeah, I'm right now I'm just listening to him.
Okay. You're dreamers.
Uh,
How do we get out of this? How do we get out of this frizzy trap?
We
what?
just came to the Dreamlands not too long ago.
What frizzy
So
trap?
Stop, he says to you, Isabella. Nobody believes what you're
Stop
saying
what? I'm
right
not
now.
doing anything.
You know what's going on. We have our orders to capture you and to bring you to our contact. And that's what we're going to do.
Why?
I don't know. I
Who?
just follow the orders.
who's your contact?
He calls himself the Red Mask. That's all. I don't see how it's any problem telling you, because even I don't know who he is.
What do
I'm
you
still
know
doing
about
a
him?
still doing a psychology on that.
Yeah, do a psychology.
I failed again.
That's okay.
What about,
It's
can I
good
do
to
that
try.
too?
Yeah, you can do a
My guy's
psychology if you think
psychology my
you,
guy's psychology is shit, but
if you think he's
like
lying. Yes, you can do a psychology.
yeah.
Ah,
Now, if he has
boo,
if he has
fail.
a good fast talk, then you're going to require a hard success. But you don't know how good
Right.
this guy is at lying. Um, he says, "Uh-huh. I didn't want to have to do
Are there windows
this."
in here?
Yes, there's a window. The it's closed and latched. You can see as you look around that there are shutters on the inside. You're going to guess there's more shutters on the outside. They're open right now. It's
What
still
does the
light
light
out.
look
It's
like?
still light out. It has not been very long since the fight. It's not dark yet. It is starting to. I'm not going to make much time pass because I don't know if Sean's going to actually try to do anything. Um, that'll be effective. Uh, sorry. No offense, Sean, but there's still a lot of these guys. Um,
It's not a
Um,
fair fight. Like,
so we're gonna say not much time has passed. Maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. It's still light out.
okay,
It was around 6 o'clock when you ate. 7 is gonna be twilight, and then 8 o'clock is gonna be full dark, just roughly. It's not full dark outside
so
yet.
it's maybe 7:30 now or so.
You would assume earlier than that.
8.
Yeah.
Whatever they gave you,
Oh,
whatever they put in your mouth that woke you up, that Valrus obviously is the one who put it in your mouth. He's still standing over there near the door. Um, awoke you somehow. And
Now,
your guess is
I,
it's
I just want to be
some kind of smelling salts that you actually make people take a sip or take a drop on their tongue.
um
okay. I do.
Val, just
Go ahead.
real quick, so I fully understand
Uh
this.
huh.
Valorous was like one part of that group that we met on the road
You met
before we got
Valrus,
here.
Penter, and Oyster on the road. They told you
Okay,
that they were coming from the same direction. They had come from the south and had found the road, were following it into the forest, and had stopped for lunch. And they
okay,
built a little.
yeah,
They said they built a little fire, and they were starting to cook when you guys approached them. You shared a meal with them. They're like, "Yeah, we're heading this way. We're hoping to find a place to. I'm a chef. Blah blah blah." And again, this
right.
was a few hours ago. So then you walked into town with them. You ran into Clyde. Clyde's like, "We're in trouble. The Frizzies killed everybody in the village." Blah blah blah. And then Valis and Penter went into the tavern. He's like, went into the tavern with him. The next time you saw him, they were cooking. And Valorous told you, "We're trying to help out, so I'm doing some of the cooking. These guys don't know how to cook," or something
All
to
right,
that effect.
We
right,
had no reason to distrust them
right.
at
So,
They
all.
didn't give you any reason. They didn't sound suspicious. And they had a
um,
dog. How
Uh,
could anybody that loves a dog
okay,
be
I want to look at
distrustful?
Valrus.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna look at Valrus, and I'm gonna say, "Can I get some water, please? This horrible taste in my mouth.
He just
What are you
looks at
gonna do to me?
he just looks at
Why are
Clyde.
you doing this?
I just
Water,
get
please."
paid to bring you to the Red Mask, and once we get your friend, and you tell us how to get out of here, then and get
Out of
past the
where? What?
Frizzies, then
Why don't
that's
you just leave town? Just leave.
I've sent men.
Nothing's
I've
stopping
sent
you.
men. Okay, I've sent men, and they didn't come back. They're dead. They would have come back. They know better.
it seems like you have to leave during the day
They
if you want to
did.
get out of
They
here.
left at noon.
That's the only thing I
What
can
if
know.
he got out and didn't come back
Did the Frizzies
on
attack you?
purpose?
He's turning towards. He turns towards Fernando. He ignores your question, Isabella, and he says,
No, we
Didn't the
haven't
Frizzies
committed
attack
any.
you?
We haven't committed any crimes in town.
What are all these wounds? Valor said that you said the Frizzies attacked you. They
Well,
did attack you.
okay,
They fucked you up. Remember?
yeah, 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 yeah. They,
Do you want to
I
retro
think they
out what you
only,
said, Fernando? That we haven't committed any crimes. Do you want to retro that
yeah,
out?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna read the right. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I guess I think they attacked me because I broke into a
Yeah.
house.
How? How did they attack you? Didn't you have a light or something? That damn torch down won't go out. You remember that torch you created, the blue
Oh, yeah.
torch?
I can't remember what I did.
You had the
Um,
torch. You walked in the room. The Frizzies would jump out of the darkness, bite at you as they were changing into Frizzies from Frizzi-Nocs, but disappear back into the darkness before they could fully change. And then, obviously, once they were back in the dark, they changed back. Your
okay.
torch was good, but there were all a bunch of boxes and shit. There was a lot of shadows in that room.
Yeah, I'll tell them that.
Okay.
I don't care. Like I'll
Yeah, yeah,
make them.
yeah. That's
I
fine.
mean,
That's what they're
like
doing then.
it just makes them sound even more terrifying. So
They, this guy's already looking very unnerved. That's how they got my men. That's how they got them. Yeah. How do you fight against something
I
like
don't
that?
understand
I don't know.
why why did you have to tie us up and attack us? Why couldn't you just sit down and have a conversation? Why do you need all of this? We could have come to an agreement.
Would you have come with us willingly to meet the Red Mask?
We don't know who this red mask
Maybe.
is, so we would need more information than that.
That's
But
all I got, and that's
Yeah.
all I would tell you anyway. Even if I had more, I wouldn't tell you. So we came
Well, maybe
here.
if you weren't so hostile,
Are
we
you?
would
Do you
have.
have a point to make? Because this is where we're at right now.
Yes, you're a terrible person.
That's fine. I know I am. So are my men. We're all terrible people. We make our living as best we can. We kill. We steal. We killed everybody in this
This is
town
not necessary.
because we were hoping you would go to bed the first night here and we could just jump you and there wouldn't be any problems. Not to mention all
Well,
the
you
treasure
didn't really
that's.
wait for that to happen, did you?
He looks at Valorous, who just kind of shrugs. Valorous's potions aren't always 100% effective.
We would have gone to bed if you didn't do any of this.
Is there a
We were
point to this
going to,
conversation?
but it wasn't bedtime yet. What's that?
Is there a point to this conversation? I just want to know what your friend is going to do.
I don't know.
How
what
am I
he's going
supposed to
do.
know?
He's already killed 4 of my men. That comes as a pretty big
I'm sure
surprise
that's not true.
to everybody.
It does a little bit.
Loren isn't a guy who you imagine just killing 4
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Isabella doesn't believe it. She's not she's not
Yeah.
buying it.
I'm going to do a psychology
You
check
could do
on
a
that.
psychology check on him.
Oh,
If you
Oh,
make
I
it,
succeeded. I succeeded.
you succeeded. You think he's telling the truth, Fernando?
All right. Yeah, I look impressed.
extreme too.
Extreme? Isabella, you don't detect any note of duplicity when he tells you that Loren Hutton killed 4 of his men. Fernando, what kind of a success did you make? Was it a regular success?
It's just a regular
You
success.
still think this guy's being honest with you?
Yeah, but I look like slightly impressed. So
He just
I
frowns
think
at you.
I'm gonna try not to make a face at that. I'm gonna act like I don't believe him.
Okay.
Loren
Okay,
wouldn't do
I
that.
need a fast talk on this.
I'm sure he would just run away.
That's a straight up lie. I need a fast talk because you totally believe this guy. Sorry. If you try to lie in the game, you have to make a successful roll. If you make a good enough roll, you can lie a lot over
No.
a period of time. Okay. He
30.
looks at
That's a
you
fail.
and rolls his eyes. You know he doesn't believe what you're saying right now.
God, I'm so bad at lying.
That's okay.
Just like
Your
real life.
character's not a liar, and that's fine. That is a fine thing to be
Yeah.
quite honest. Being a good liar is also a lot of fun, but being honest is also can be a lot of fun as well.
It's all I know.
And remember, you suck at lying. Isabella knows she's a bad liar, so keep that in mind before she speaks. That what's the point? You know what I mean?
It's easy to roleplay.
Yeah, but Isabella knows she doesn't lie very well. And he did roll his eyes. He doesn't believe you, obviously. No roll needed for that. Okay. Bring one of them in.
How did Loren kill those men? I mean, we
I don't.
barely have knives
I
in
don't
this
know.
world. I don't
From
really know how
my
to shoot
understanding,
guns.
and I'll tell you, 'cause
I'm so useless in this place.
he looks a little confused when you say the word gun. He doesn't probably know it. He probably's thinking cannons.
Exactly. Exactly.
6 of them went after him into the Frizzy farm. 2 of them got out. They heard the others screaming.
Oh. Well, then he probably barricaded himself in the main room, and
Yeah.
good luck getting him out. He's probably just going to let the one cage of Frizzies that's in there protect him. So unless you want to go up against more Frizzies,
How
you're
are they
not going to get
protecting
him out.
How are they protecting him?
He's in a room that's locked, and he can shut off all the lights in the building and turn them into Frizzi-Nocs whenever he wants.
Shh. I give him a look.
He's perfectly safe there.
Yeah, Fernando's ignoring you
Shut
and
up.
continually and like gloating.
Don't help them, Fernando. What are you doing?
So your best bet is to let us go and try to get us some other time if you want to take us alive.
No. Get the girl.
Fernando, do you have your sombrero? Or I guess I should ask Andy. Does he have a sombrero?
He doesn't have a sombrero. There's no. Did you get a sword? It's gone. Your armor has been removed from both of you. You're just in your clothes right now. You're
Can I tell if there's anything in my pocket?
You don't feel the glowy light thing in your pocket. No sign of that torch either.
And I really find out, but I don't think there's anything in there.
You don't feel a little. You know how if you have something in your pocket, you feel a little pressure. That's how that thing felt. I mean, it had some kind of mass to it. Not really, but sort of. You just don't think it's there.
Would I be So I wouldn't necessarily be able to tell if the rock was in my pocket or not, because it's not super big.
If you can make a spot hidden, you'll know one way or the other. And that's just to
Okay.
indicate that you can still feel it there or not.
53, my spot hidden. Oh, just barely a fail.
53.
Damn.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
not sure exactly.
a 4.
Um, the one of the bandits, there's
Um,
two extras. One of them leaves, and he comes back in like 30 seconds later with a little girl. uh, Valorous also leaves at that point. Um, Clyde goes down, like kneels, not kneels, but squats next to her, and he goes, "What's your name?" And she looks really scared.
Does
Um,
this little girl look familiar to me?
you
Well,
never
I never
saw him.
saw him.
Yeah,
I
you never
never
saw
saw
him.
him.
They were behind the door.
So yeah, I guess I'll have to wait till she talks.
Yeah, and she says Fern, and you do know the
Oh,
words Fern and Dolphin were the names of the children, or
okay.
Dolphin, actually Dolphin.
aw,
He says, "I
cute.
don't want to hurt you, little girl, but I might have to if these two people here don't help me."
I
That
already told you, I don't
terrified
know
her.
how we can help you.
How did Hutton kill him? He
We
said
were
Frizzies.
trying.
How did you
I
befriend the Frizzies?
Well, I'm pretty sure
What do
Loren
you
hasn't
mean?
committed any crimes here. He did try to feed him or something earlier, and maybe that helped him out.
Yeah, if you feed animals, they tend to be friendly towards you, so you just did the obvious.
The guy pricked his finger and let him suck on his own blood.
No, he didn't. He created
Maybe
a bottle of blood, remember?
no, no, well, maybe
Is
I'm
that what you
fast.
still say? You still say that? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You can
roll
still
it.
say
yeah.
that. Sorry. I'm sorry. You do
I
say that.
rolled an extreme
Did
success.
you really? Yeah,
Yes.
okay. He looks
Good
at
job.
you disgusted. He's like, gives you a look like that. All right, take her away.
No, wait, what are you gonna do to her? Don't hurt her.
That's none of your concern. That's what Clyde says.
Yes, it is.
We'll find him. We'll
Don't.
find all three of you, and you're going to help us get out of here. And then he
We would have
turns
helped you
and he
if you just
leaves.
asked.
He just walks out, he ignores you.
Ah,
There's still two bandits in there with you. Um, there
bastard.
is some light coming in, and it looks like one of them, yeah, they're just in there with you. He closed the door behind him. You don't recognize the room. You know what I mean? Like, you've never been in this room before. So, just FYI. Hutton, what's going on with you?
First thing, I'm putting all the frizzies back in that cage.
Hmm. Aw. They don't want to go. They love you. We love you. We love.
I love you too. I might need
Yay!
you later.
I
Yay!
love you.
They'll get back in the cage if you're like, come on,
Yeah,
get in the cage.
come
And
on.
they get in the cage for you, and you close it up again.
Yeah,
Okay, yep, they're in there.
I'm going back into my booth.
They're like, oh, bye.
Your stomach grumbles.
I'm taking the stone,
Yeah.
speaking into it.
Oh, okay. What are you saying?
I'd like to speak to the leader.
There's silence for a little while, and then
Can I do? Is it possible for me to do a listen check or
no,
whatever?
no.
Okay.
You guys
I
told
just
him
wanted to.
what the stones did. You told Valorous. Valorous told the rest. Those were the first things they secured off you guys' persons when you were knocked out. They're
So we
far
Oh,
don't
away.
okay.
hear
No, you're not going to be able
what
to
he
hear
said.
Loren at all.
Okay.
What you're going to
Damn.
hear eventually, Loren, is um, a voice you haven't heard before that says, "What do you want with him?"
I would like to speak to the leader.
Come to the tavern and speak to him then.
I'm not stupid. I'm not putting myself in harm's way.
We will not harm you. If you don't resist, we will merely detain you for a while.
Why are you all after us?
I will have to let you talk to him for that, and he's busy right now. But I will get him to the stone shortly.
You will free my friends in 5 minutes, and they will come to the Frizzy farm.
No, no. Clyde will come talk to you shortly. Here.
If my friends are not free in 5 minutes, everybody in this town, including us, will die tonight.
Loren, fast talk.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
He's not lying.
That's
That's
fine.
real.
It
I
still
believe him.
sounds like a
I
bluff
rolled
to
my
me.
own
It
psychology.
sounds like a bluff, but I mean that's kind of what he probably believes right now. And everyone
That's
else
fine.
believes.
That's fine. You don't hear a reply to that,
I would.
Loren.
I would
More
believe
than
it.
5 minutes goes by. Actually, about a half an hour goes by. So if there's anything you wanted to do in this time, you can't see outside because all the doors, there's no windows in this place, and all the doors are sealed shut. But you have kind of an estimation, a guesstimation of time passing.
None of
Um,
the men had like packs or anything.
None of the what? The men?
Men.
No, 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 no. They didn't. They didn't seem to have packs. You didn't see any anywhere. You also didn't see any weapons, though. Really,
Yeah.
before they all started. Before you sat down to dinner, Fernando passed out. All of a sudden, they're pulling out blades from like under the tables, tucked in places, and then Clyde pulled a fucking battle axe out from behind the bar.
Okay.
Like they obviously were playing it pretty close to the chest at first with y'all.
Okay. Best I think I can do. I want to take
They
like
tried to, but they were suspicious the whole time.
my
To me.
my tabard,
Yeah, yeah,
and I want to line it with like some of the torn clothes of these other men. I'm trying to make it
yeah.
like
Okay.
a very thick sack.
Well, aren't you wearing? You're wearing armor over your tabard, right? Don't you have boiled leather armor?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got boiled leather armor. You could put the tabard over that if you want, or it could have been under it. If it's
Okay.
over it, if you get in a fight, it's gonna ruin it. I mean, it's gonna wreck it. If it's under it, it'll be partially protected if you had gotten in a fight. So that's just purely a role playing choice on Hutton's part as
Yeah.
to which way it was. I mean, you're
Yeah.
a
I'm gonna.
dreamer. You could always
Yeah.
just be like repair, and it'll
Right.
repair
I was just
itself.
going to say that
Yeah,
too.
I mean, it's
So yeah.
like
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna try to makeshift the armor into like a thick barrier inside the sack of the tabard.
I'm not following.
Like I'm basically putting the armor inside the tabard as like a barrier to the cloth and trying to tie it into making almost like a sack.
So you took the tabard off. You're
Yeah,
filling
take
it
the
up
armor
with
off.
cloth
Putting my
chunks.
armor.
Oh,
Well,
your
putting my
armor. Your armor's going
as a
into it.
liner.
Yeah, okay. So you're making the tabard into like a sack. The
Yep.
armor's inside, so it looks like you've got something in it. Right? Is that what I'm?
I'm trying to make it so I can put something in it if I want.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you can manage that. There's not a whole lot of room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a makeshift sack at best.
Yeah.
It takes you a little. Well, it takes a little while to do this. Not a whole long
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I'm waiting. I'm waiting if they're gonna give me a response.
Yeah, it's about a half an hour later, and you hear a voice you recognize as Clyde's. He's like, Hutton, give yourself up. We're not going to hurt you. We just need to take you to see someone. And you need to help us get out of this town. The Frizzies
Why
are
should
keeping
we
us
help
here.
you?
Because if you don't, we'll all die.
Yes, we'll die and we'll go back to the waking world
Forever.
forever.
If your life means nothing to you, that's fine. We have some children here as well, though. They will not go back to the waking world if they die. There's a little boy and a little girl. They're about 8, 9 years old. Sean checks his traits. Does not say loves children.
As a matter of fact, it says despises children.
Hates him because he's impotent. No,
Oh,
no, he's honest, energetic, warm-hearted, generous, and adventurous.
Oh, warm-hearted. That tugs at your
Yeah, it
heartstrings.
does.
That counts.
Who do you need to take us to?
you don't see his face, obviously. There's a contact named the Red Mask who is interested in you and wishes to speak to you. We work for him occasionally.
And why do you think that we can help you escape this town?
You're dreamers, you said so yourself. Make a giant bridge or something over the forest, I don't know. You're dreamers, you can do anything.
I know. I'm like, that's such a big overstep.
I think you're underestimating our abilities. We'll all die.
Oh, then you can fly us out of here.
I don't think I could fly myself 10 feet.
You said, I think you're underestimating our abilities, Sean.
Yeah.
Okay.
You meant
Do you
overestimating.
mean overestimating?
Oh, overestimating.
Okay.
Sorry.
We'll retro that. Then he didn't say anything about flying.
Yeah.
We were hired to get you. We're going to get you. We'll figure out the rest later.
It kind of sounds like I'm safe here, doomed there.
Not doomed. I don't know what the Red Mask wants, but he hires men who get things done. We get things done. In whatever way we have to.
Including threatening children.
And murder, yes. Think about it. And that's the last he says for a little while.
Okay, let me introduce you to this lovely little Fern. Or
Fern.
isn't that the little girl's name?
Oh, Fern. No, he's left his threat. He doesn't need to do any more
All right.
for now.
I figured he could just like push a little harder if he wanted to. I would.
You're evil. And you don't know how much time has passed, Sean.
Yeah.
The other two of you are not gagged yet. And there's two bandits in the room with you. You do recognize them, Isabella, from being downstairs. Fernando, you recognize one of them passing through the tavern earlier in the day when you went to the kitchen.
Do they have like any bruises on their face or anything?
No, no.
I'm just curious if there are any of the
No,
ones
no,
that
no.
Isabella
It's
kicked.
not
All
the
right.
ones Isabella kicked in the face.
All right.
But they just obviously they're there to watch you, to keep an eye on you. I don't know if you want to deal with them or not.
Yeah, pardon me.
As time passes, I will periodically ask them for water
Oh,
a
okay.
few more times.
Eventually, one of them goes out of the room. The other one stays, watching you both very closely.
Okay, at that point, then I definitely want to try something.
Okay, what do you want to try?
I want to try my dreaming skill to loosen my ropes.
Oh yeah, okay. Point. That'll cost you a point. And basically, it'll stretch them a little.
Yeah,
that's not hard.
I failed.
That's why they left men to watch you in case you pull some dreaming bullshit.
I know.
So,
I know.
yeah,
But that's the only thing I want.
One magic point.
Yeah. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah, go ahead. You could do one per round every 6 seconds. He's gonna be gone for a minute or so, or two.
All right, so that's 2 times.
Okay, yeah, you can keep trying till you're out of magic points, and even beyond, if you wish.
So close.
There are 3 coins in play right now.
Oh, that's even further.
I want to give Sean a coin. I forgot before for threatening to kill everybody.
There we go. Fifth time I rolled an 03.
So takes around 30 seconds of really hard concentration. Your legs are tied. Your arms are tied behind your back.
Right.
Basically, you're not tied to the beds, but you are tied.
Okay.
And they are loose enough now that you can get your arms. You can get your arms out when you desire it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just don't know if I really want to or
Okay.
not. But yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
I do.
So would I have gotten another magic point back by now? Because
Yes.
I'm at 6 out of 7.
Yeah, it's been about an hour, so you can have another point back.
Okay.
Same with you, Sean.
How much would it cost to try to make an illusion of a Frizzi-Noc in this room?
Just 1 point.
1?
Just 1 point. It's not real. It's just gonna look
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not making a real living thing.
Try it.
So yeah.
94.
No. So that takes a round.
Okay.
So you could try.
I'll keep trying though.
Yeah. Just keep rolling. Tell me how many times you're trying.
Okay.
Mark off that many magic points. Each time takes roughly 5 to 6 seconds.
6.
A 6?
I got a 6.
Yeah.
That's a
where do you want to appear? How do you want it to act? It's not.
That's a hard success.
Hard success. Where do you want it to appear, and how do you want it to act?
Okay. And right now, there's only one man in the room?
Yes. He's got a large knife, short sword in his hand. It's comparable. It's one of the. No, he's got a club. He's got a club in his hand. Have you seen? You have not seen Frizzi-Nocs up close. Have you? They attacked Fernando.
I saw them, yeah, when that happened. Kind of. They were moving a lot.
They were moving a lot. So, okay. So you have an idea what they look like. You know what the Frizzies look like.
I have an idea.
You could definitely do the Frizzies easy. Your Frizzi-Noc is not going to fool.
No, I want to do a Frizzi-Noc.
Fernando.
If I can.
You don't think? Okay. He's seen Frizzi-Nocs. He knows what they look like. But yeah, where do you want it to appear? I mean, like, tell me how this happens. What happens?
Okay, so what I want ideally is I actually, now that I think about it, I am going to use kind of what I saw as they were jumping around, like all blurry and stuff like that, with their teeth gnashing or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I saw that, so I want to take that image because that was scary. And I just want that to be happening. So maybe start in the corner of the room and then like come at him as kind of a blur.
Okay.
And if I can, also be making the noises.
Yeah.
That it makes.
Yeah. Make sure you give yourself a point for dreaming. So
dreaming?
It's coming, flies out of a corner where he's not looking or something.
Check the box, right?
Yeah, check the box. Yeah, what'd I say?
Yeah.
Give a point.
You said like give a point for dreaming.
Check your boxes for dreaming if they're not already checked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
I've been drinking.
Me too.
So this thing is going to come flying out of a corner where he's not looking, fly past him so he can see it as it's going, yeah, kind of that, right? Oh, I think she froze.
Yeah, I think she did freeze.
Can you still hear us?
Right.
Okay, you're frozen, but we can still hear you. That's okay, I can still hear you. Is that what you want to do? Isabella, there you are.
To scare him.
You froze in a better, there you go. Now you're back, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that scares him all right. He shrieks. Starts screaming, Frizzi-Nocs! Runs out of the room, leaves the door wide open behind him.
Right, now I'm getting my arms free, and I'm going to start untying her rope.
Okay. Who's got low luck of you two?
Are you not going to freak out?
Oh, yeah.
No, because I knew it wasn't real.
You
said I knew it wasn't real.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Fernando's seen him up close. That looked weird. It didn't look... It didn't smell.
It was like just totally blurry.
Yeah, it was very blurry. Fernando's seen him up close, way too close. So yeah, I'm gonna give that to you. You realize it's fake. You're like, oh. Who's got low luck between Isabella and Fernando?
I want to say we're tied.
What's your luck?
What do you have?
I have 45.
Yours is way lower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Make me a luck check, Fernando. Let's see how easy it is for you to get out.
32! Yeah!
Okay. Thump, 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 thump. You hear somebody run down the hall and down the stairs.
All right, yeah, I'm getting
you're free.
free.
Well, okay, you got to get your legs free.
Okay.
That'll take a couple seconds, more than a couple, but yeah, you're working on your legs. Um,
And then as soon as I get free, I want to free Isabella.
are you keeping the
Thank
frizzy illusion, Isabella, or what do you want to do with it?
If the guy's gone, I mean,
Yeah, you could just.
what does it cost anything to keep
It's
it?
not going to cost
I
anything
mean,
to. No, it's not going to cost anything to keep it.
can I move it?
You can, but
Can
really
I
all
move
you
it
got is like a
downstairs?
blurry shape that looks kind of like a frizzy. You can't really move it out of your sight. You know what I mean? Unless you're willing to let it just go through walls
Okay.
and shit. And look, it's going to look really fake if you can't see it to deal with it. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
you don't
I kind of
know.
want to just keep it for now because if we
Yeah, you
go
can.
downstairs or something, I could use it again.
Yeah, possibly. Yes.
So it'll
Um,
just be like zooming around the room if it
okay. Yeah.
doesn't cost anything.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna cost you anything, and it could work. It could be distracting. Fernando, you've gotten your legs free. Fernando jumps up off the bed and is working on your bonds. I need a dex check, Fernando, which your dex is out the
Okay.
roof,
It
to
is,
untie
yeah.
her, or a strength check if you want to try to rip the rope free.
I got a regular
Okay,
success.
you untie her arms and her legs. You've just gotten her free when you hear footsteps coming from from the stairs. A lot of footsteps are coming up the stairs. It might be
Out the,
all
win-
of them.
out the window. We must go now.
You're
Oh,
coming up
well,
the
Okay,
stupid
yeah, I'm
stairs.
gonna
idea. But I don't care. I'm getting out
definitely
the
the
window.
Frizzi-Nocs
Uh,
is still
you run to the window. You throw it open. You're on the second floor.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Um,
upstairs.
I know.
How do you want to proceed?
ooh,
It
I
is
know.
twilight
I know how
by
this
this
might
point.
go, but I am going to um
Jump
make
out the
a
window.
trampoline
I'm
or
gonna
something.
go out the window, but I want to hang from the ledge and then try to drop
All right, you're
down.
still going to take damage.
I
Unless
know.
you make a
Can
jump
I
check. Did you put any points in jump?
can I try
No,
dreaming?
I told you earlier I'm stupid and I don't do
If you
anything
make a jump
like
check, you'll
that, and I
take half
should.
damage from a fall.
I'm
Is what
still
I'm
gonna
going to say.
try a
Yeah,
jump
yeah, of
check.
course. Okay, Isabella. He's going to the window. I guess he's abandoning you. Throws it open and he climbs
I
out as
Well,
told
quickly as he
I
can.
told her we
no,
have to
that's
go
fine.
now.
Okay. What
I
do you
want
want
to
to do?
follow him, but first I want to try to make uh either like some sort of mattress on the outside of the window or like a can I make like a flying carpet? Would that be expensive?
That would be super expensive. Because that'd be a
Okay.
great way
How
to
about
escape
what if
from the
I could just
village.
try
Just
to
flying carpet away.
I've got it. I've got it. Okay, maybe someday, but I've got it.
Hmm.
Uh I want to can I just manipulate like the wind a little more so that it like a feather fall situation
A
sort of
mattress would be
thing.
easier than trying to manipulate the wind and cost less, to be quite
Really?
honest. Yeah. All you're
Like
doing
a
is
Oh.
making
pile of
some
Okay,
straw
I'm gonna
or
try to make a
yeah, or a pile of straw. That'd be a point. And
sure, pile of hay,
okay,
pile of straw.
make it. You lean out the window.
right.
You see he's hanging, and you don't say anything that what you're doing. So Fernando is going to let go. After that, if you fail, okay, Fernando, you let go. Did you make your
Yeah.
jump check?
No.
Okay, you hit the ground pretty hard.
Yeah.
Ooh, 4 points of damage. Oh,
I'm still awake.
you're still awake. Yes,
I am.
that hurt
I
like
tried.
hell. You didn't break any
I
legs,
didn't
but
gain I didn't recover any hit points from like being out or anything, did
no,
I?
no, it's not been
Okay.
nearly enough time. He lands pretty hard. You guys are on the front side of the tavern, facing you're on the street. These
This
windows
is a
faced forward.
this is probably going to be a bad idea on my part, but I'm going to hold my arms out and
Oh
tell Isabella
God.
to jump down.
Okay, that's what you see, Isabella.
Okay, I lean my head out the window. I see him fall, and I go,
And then he goes
"Do
like
you see
this.
anything around you could use to break my fall
He goes like
besides your
this.
Now!
arms?"
A man
Now!
appears at the doorway. Um,
Okay, I
they're
want to
getting
try.
away.
Do I have time?
Say again.
Do I have time really quick before they get to me to do another dreaming?
Nope, you don't.
No.
No, you talked to Fernando, and then the guy showed up in the doorway. You heard them as he was climbing out the window. You
Okay.
heard him coming up the stairs,
Okay.
and there's a lot of them.
I jump.
You just jump out the window. Okay, here
I'm
she
going to try
comes,
to catch her.
Fernando. Fernando
I'm
need
going
a
to try to catch her.
fighting brawl from Fernando to catch her. If you do, You will
Not a
divide.
Dex. You did Dex last
You will
time.
do. Did I?
I want to
No.
say you did, but
No, she just
whatever.
jumped out the window, dude.
Yeah,
You're like trying to
Do I
grab her as
roll?
she comes down. Um, did you make
I
it?
got I got a fighting brawl, right?
Fighting
Yes,
brawl.
a regular
Regular
success.
success. You catch her. That's going to lessen the damage and split it between the two of you.
Oh
Cool.
God.
Was I
Oh,
supposed
it
to
was
roll
only
a
one
jump?
point of damage, so I'm going to consider that as a 0, as half will be 0. She lands in your arms. It hurts.
It
She
hurts, but it
dropped
doesn't do
from the
any
second
damage.
floor.
I know.
Oh, and I'm going to need a dex check from Fernando, or you're both going to fall to the ground.
Oh, that's a fail. We fall to the ground.
You actually
I
failed
rolled
a
a
dex
I
check.
rolled
I
a
can't roll dex?
92. I rolled a
No, you are
92.
just falling on him. You have no control. He's the one who has to catch you, but he collapsed underneath you. You're both lying on the ground.
I did take a lot of damage earlier too, so I'm really hurt.
I know you are.
I know.
But I
So
rolled a
did I.
1, so I go by the rolls. If it had killed you,
I
it had
know.
killed you.
I know. And I was going with what I think my
A head
character
is
would do.
thrust out of the upper story window. It's Clyde. He goes, "They're
Let's
getting
go
away!"
are now, and I am grabbing her
What-
hand, and I
Hold
will
on.
drag
I
her
couldn't
if I
understand
have
you.
to.
What did you say, Fernando?
Can you run?
I'm grabbing her by the hand.
No.
I go,
What did you yell?
oh,
I couldn't hear what you
oh,
yelled.
let's go now.
Okay.
And I'm
And then
grabbing her.
you jump up and grab her hand, and you guys are gonna head
Yeah.
I'm racing
Oh,
towards
yeah,
the
we're
barn
running.
as
the
fast as I
Frizzy
can
farm.
go.
Okay, you're heading for the Frizzy
Yeah.
farm. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Um. Um. Okay.
There's nothing in my pockets. As we're running, I'm checking my pockets.
They're empty. Obviously, they
I
probably
forgot.
searched both of you and took everything that you own.
Ah,
We own nothing.
You had a sword. You had armor.
Oh, that's true.
You don't have any of that shit now. You had a torch,
Yeah.
a blue torch.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened to that. You haven't seen it.
I can dream up another one.
You could. Yeah. You guys are running the Frizzy farm. It is twilight. It's very dim out. Not dark yet, but dim. Even as you run to the Frizzy farm, you can hear chirping coming from the woods. Seems louder. You know how at night you get cicadas? It's kind of like that, but you know what
Right.
it is. It is not cicadas. And as you run past, which part of the barn? The door you guys were using all the time, the front door, basically?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming the front door is the closest door.
You see a trail of meat leading from the wizard's house to that door? That's weird.
Yeah.
That was what's his name did yesterday, Loren, or earlier.
wait, weren't you
Loren.
there for that?
I think you were there for that.
Oh,
Loren
okay.
took some
All right.
meat and made a trail. Was hoping the
No,
Frizzies would
Well,
follow
I
it.
wasn't. Maybe.
No, I think you were both
Yeah.
there at some point because you
Isabella
were
might have
all
been
waiting
there,
for
yeah.
2 hours. The door's closed. When you try to open it, it doesn't budge.
Hutton, let us in quick.
I'll need a listen check
Yeah.
with a bonus
Tell me
die.
on the
I'm
door.
shouting it if I have
No,
to.
I know. I'm
don't-
assuming you're
All
shouting.
right.
Oh yeah, me too.
You said with a bonus die?
Yeah, I'll give you bonus die. You're most likely going to hear this. But it's two people screaming outside the door. Basically.
4. That's all.
4.
But one of them is a
You
woman.
recognize the voice. Yeah, but what? That one dude shrieked like a woman
That's Fernando.
before he died. You recognize both of them as being there, Hutton.
I will open
Listen.
that door.
Okay, yeah, you pull the lever. That door flies open.
Yeah,
Both of
I'm
you hear
running
footsteps
inside.
behind you. They're still pretty
I'm
far off,
running.
though.
Yeah.
You run inside.
Yeah, the moment they're in, I'm closing it.
Okay, you're both inside. The door's closed behind you. Slam! You hear
Is
someone.
it dark? How dark is it?
Oh, no, it's bright in here. All the lights are lit. There are some. That's interesting. Look at those bodies. I can take a sanity check from both of you.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Let's see. I actually pulled out my.
Oh, I
Bad.
succeeded.
Isn't there a list here?
Very
Yeah,
fail.
I thought there were. You succeeded. One succeed, one fail for mauled bodies.
Yeah.
And oh,
I've
there's
seen stuff
so
like this
much
How
blood.
much should I
before
take?
already.
There's so
I
much
I
blood.
was right next to that bed, dude. That was this is gross.
Yes, it was not good. Find a
This is
horrifically mangled human corpse. Who made their roll?
I did.
You take one. Isabella failed. You take two. That's not too bad.
Okay.
Uh, there are four
Yeah,
mangled
I'm freaked out.
corpses, ripped to pieces. Um, there is a lot of blood. There is blood splattered up on the some of the broken panes of glass on we'll call it the control room or whatever you want to call it, the booth in the back. As you race past the Frizzies, hi, 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 hello, hello,
I'm just like, yeah,
friend,
I'm racing past them regardless.
They seem very
I
happy
pay them
to
no
see
mind.
you. And you reach the booth. The door there doesn't move when you try to open it. If you try to open
Yeah.
it, you see Loren's face inside the glass. You were still locked. Wait, did you leave that? You left the inside door open, didn't you, Loren?
Yeah, once I locked the
Yeah,
barn
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
completely.
So no, that inside door is wide open. Loren Hutton is what? What is his position? What is he doing?
Um,
There's no chairs or stools or anything in here. I mean, and the levers work best when you're standing.
he's probably sitting there next to like his makeshift sack out of his tabard.
Yeah, okay.
And
Just sitting on the floor, looking at it wistfully,
probably staring past it.
like a 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, just
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's where
Okay.
you find
What
Loren.
happened?
There's blood on him.
oh yeah.
There's like a splatter of blood on his face, and on the tabard you see some blood, or on the armor. Wait, was your armor on the inside or outside of the tabard? I guess that's what
Inside.
it was, on the inside. So you see, he's got his tabard, like it's all pulled up like some kind of a makeshift sack, and you do see some blood on the tabard too, and there's a little bit of dried blood on his face, because basically you got splat, and
Right.
then you were kind of distracted after that by a lot of things.
Uh, okay, what do we do? The door's locked, right? The main door?
They can't get in here.
What have you done with the stone,
Okay.
Loren?
It's like I've got it with me
Oh.
still. I'm
Okay, muffled.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, what happened, Lauren? Fill us in.
I think it's pretty obvious what happened. I trapped four of them in the barn
And turned
and
out all the lights
released the Frizzies.
Smart.
while there were Frizzi-Nocs.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Me too.
Good job. So they attacked us, and wow, my head hurts.
She has a massive, terrible looking bruise on her forehead.
You look like
I'm
someone punched you in the forehead.
That's exactly what happened, and it really hurts. I am not doing well, so I definitely don't want to run into them again. What are we gonna do?
They're gonna kill those kids.
I think
They're gonna what?
to do it.
They're gonna kill
Yeah,
those
they're
kids,
gonna murder those kids.
unless we do something. They think that we can just magically get them out of this town.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure anything we can actually do is going to help them out any.
Yes.
I do not know what this red mask wants with us.
Yeah.
But
I don't either. I'm curious. Could it be the wizard? Maybe the wizard Wilkes?
or someone who works underneath him. Of course, we kind of have been going around saying we were dreamers. Maybe we should stop doing that.
You've also been pretty open with what your mission is here, so
right.
Speculating who the red mask is isn't going to do us any good. It could be an ally of the Wizard Wilkes. It could be an enemy of the Wizard Wilkes. It could be another person who wants to be as powerful as the Wizard Wilkes.
It could be someone just wanting to exploit us.
Correct.
Right, but if we could find out more,
it could be another dreamer trapped in the dreamland.
I'm pretty sure if we wanted to, we could just
situation.
We can. That was the whole thing. I was willing to basically kill everybody here, not knowing that they didn't know about the kids. Because we would just wake up where we came from and, maybe we can never come back here, but then we just can't come back here.
There like a couple more of those potions left?
Okay, so
I know.
if you don't die here, you can return to the Dreamlands anytime you want after this. I believe what Mr. Rascal has said to you is that you found your way here now. It's open to you every time you go to sleep if you want it to be.
Oh, okay.
You just have to find a stairway leading down in your dreams, which is not terribly difficult when you're a dreamer. And then you're back in the Dreamlands. Unless you die here, and then you're barred from the Dreamlands forever.
Oh, okay.
If you die here, then you can't get back because you die.
I thought there was a chance that we could.
No, there's no chance of coming back if you get killed. You can wake yourself up in the dream. You might forget everything that you've learned, and then it'll be just like a dream. So all this, what information you've gotten so far, going to Zakarian,
like
where Wilkes went next, because you know the name of that city too. That's gone. You might not be able to keep any of the skill points that you have learned here, but that's going to happen anyway. Even if you when you wake up, there's just a chance you're not going to remember anything except, oh, that was a very vivid dream.
Trying to find what are we going to do about these kids? We have to try to save them, right? What do you think? I would like to save them, but I also don't want to die.
Well, then if that's the case, then we're going to have to give ourselves up.
And I think they'll kill the children nonetheless.
No, maybe. But
well, let's be creative about this. What else could we do? What could we do with our dreaming skills, perhaps?
What's going to happen to the kids when we help them leave this town and they say we're not taking the kids? And the kids are stuck in this town and they're going to die.
The caravan did say it will be through here eventually, once the other caravan arrives.
But it kind of sounds like they're not going to make it through. If no one can get out, no one's going to be able to get in.
Yeah, they might die right here. But we didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean,
if they didn't have the kids, I'd say we just wake up and come back later.
So, what about, so they took all of our stuff, which is really unfortunate.
You pretty much have your clothes, your shoes. I don't know what else y'all had on you. Any weapons were taken, belts and that kind of thing.
Rocks, except for still has his. Does he have how big a piece is Loren's?
The stones. Loren's is like a sliver. Yeah. Loren's was small enough that he could like puncture his piece of cloth and just kind of use it, like a pin almost.
Mine was also small. I put it in like a hat band too.
I have the big one.
Isabella had the big one. Yes, that is correct. You do not have your hat right now. That's also gone.
And the orb that Loren gave me.
That is also gone.
And I may have had a journal. Oh, I had my journal.
That's gone.
And my art supplies or whatever. Should we try to get our stuff back, or should we just cut our losses and try to get out of here?
And the kids die.
Maybe we could negotiate their safety. We'll go with them if we can guarantee the children's safety and get them to the caravan at the edge of the forest.
I don't trust them, though.
I don't know.
at all.
I don't see any other options at this point in time. Either we wait here and let everyone in the village die, or we try to make the best of a bad situation.
Or we just try to escape
Still
once
escaping is
it's
going to be.
daylight.
I don't know how we will be in the forest at night.
I didn't say at night. I said tomorrow. We stay the night here where it's safe.
But that
And
by
tomorrow.
that point in time, I don't know what's going to happen with those kids.
Yeah.
Well, Loren, you still have your little rock piece.
I do.
Couldn't we try to communicate with them and negotiate that way?
I mean, the only thing we have right now is they may know that if they kill those kids, there's no negotiation.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
I think they know that if they kill the children, there's no negotiating with us. I think they believe that we're going to do everything we can to save the kids, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So they're not going to kill them until we force that.
So,
but what do we have as leverage against them? We need to have something
we have
to
nothing.
negotiate with.
We have nothing.
Well, we have ourselves.
Unless I put one of these Frizzi.
We have our dreaming skill.
They want us for whatever reason.
The only thing we have is if we can make them think we don't care in the end about the kids.
Okay. So then what?
In the morning, we approach the tavern with as many frizzes as we can fit in this sack. And he holds it up. Do I think I could get at least 2 in there?
2 or 3, yeah.
2 or 3, okay. Other than that, we just have them follow us through town.
The Frizzi's been yapping this whole time, by the way, guys. They're just like, oh, hey, friends, oh. You know, the whole time you guys are talking. Over in the other room, they're just chit-chatting it up.
They were very happy to see me when I ran in here. And when those 4 men came in, they were dead quiet.
Well, they probably know they're bad men.
They knew.
How would they know that? How would they know that?
They knew.
This is the Dreamlands. Anything is possible. I don't know.
Maybe they witnessed them murdering that family.
It's the Dreamlands.
They have been in these cages the whole time, remember?
They knew what was about to happen for them.
Well, they can sort of communicate with each other, maybe a little. I don't know. That's a good question.
The only thing we have is that we have a better idea of how the Frizzis work, I think, than they do.
I kind of told them everything I knew about the Frizzis.
Not everything, but you guys have told Valrus pretty much everything that's going on in town, too. Keep that in mind.
And
then you told him some more about Loren feeding him and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I did embellish. They asked how we became friends with them, and I told them you had pricked your finger and let them drink your blood.
So they at least might think that Loren is a little crazy. But maybe not. They're pretty crazy too, so I don't know.
And we have nothing. We have to make that deal to save the kids.
What can we do with our dreaming ability?
We can.
Is there anything we can do?
We can do anything if you have the power to do it.
Well, we have the night here, right? We don't need to.
Andy.
Yeah, you muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm muted because I was eating.
Yeah.
Not anything. You can still say that, but like you couldn't like be like, I'm gonna be back in Ulthar. Bing, because the point cost would be
right.
Out the window.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can do anything as
Well,
long
I
as we
guess,
have
yeah.
the power to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm.
And we're still
Miss
somewhat new
Eldridge,
at
you're
it.
pretty convinced your illusion has like faded away. By the way,
Oh, I mean, we left
Do
the
I like
room,
feel
so
it or
no,
just by
you
logic?
just by logic, you're like, well, I made an illusion. I was
Okay.
able to move it around by looking at it, but now that I'm completely gone, it's probably gone. Is your guess?
Okay.
I kind of
Um,
would have assumed that as soon as I left the room. So,
Okay, Andy.
Yes, Sean.
In the time that I was waiting for them to return,
Yeah, yeah.
this
You
was a
had some.
thought.
It was like
This
an
was a
hour or
thought.
so.
This was a thought I actually had.
Mm-hmm.
How hard do I think it would be to dream up a revolver?
oh, and the
impossible,
technology
right?
is
according
We've
there.
to
talked about
Mr.
this.
Rascals, nothing can exist in this world that didn't exist several hundred years ago.
But what about the parts
It doesn't
of it,
matter.
Still,
Yeah,
like,
you can make the
uh,
parts, but
and then put them
it's
together
you can try to put them
mechanically?
together, and they'll probably you don't know. But your guess is that somehow it won't work.
Okay.
I mean,
What if
and
we what if
when
we
it
didn't
comes
use
to a
dreaming?
gun, say when it comes to a gun, how are you going to forge the metal and make it hard enough
well,
to
no,
There's
you would
a
make a gun?
blacksmith
if
shop
okay.
here, right?
I see what Sean's
You could
getting at.
try.
Technically, you could make each piece of a pistol that's
Right.
Mhm.
separate and then put the whole thing together, and I got a
Yeah.
gun. And now I got to make the gunpowder
But
and the bullets. But bullets didn't exist 400 years
Yeah.
ago.
Bullets didn't exist.
So even if you dream
At
one
So
up,
best,
if
I
we
could
use
make
a
a black powder
combination
rifle.
you might be able
no,
to make
combination
something
of
like that.
dreaming skill and blacksmithery,
Well, no, you
I
wouldn't
don't
even
know,
need that. You can just
You
someone
don't
with
have that
skills.
kind of time.
you could try to make something like that, but
Yeah.
you don't know if
At, at
even
best, I could
black
make a
powder
black.
rifles would
Yeah.
work would be permissible in the Dreamlands
Yeah. At best, I could probably make a black powder rifle
at best. Yes.
because it's just parts that we
Someday,
can piece
eventually.
together, and I'm not making a bullet. I'm making gunpowder and a
Right.
slug.
You could also make
What if
gunpowder.
we made something?
Technically, you think because 400 or 500 years ago they had gunpowder, they had cannons.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily have pistols.
Yeah.
So you're not
Well,
sure of
we
your
could make
limits.
something else
Yeah.
that is scary, like an
You weren't there when I
illusion,
was
like I
thinking
did.
this.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is Sean.
Oh,
This was
I
a
thought we were talking
no,
about
no,
this.
no. This what we're
No.
talking about is players.
Sorry.
We're not talking about
Okay.
it in character because Sean was trying to think about a gun, and Sean, all these arguments that are going on are probably
Yeah.
what went through your head. Like, according to Mr. Graskell, it's
I
probably not
can't
going
do
to
this. I
work.
can't do that.
Might be able to make a cannon. Might be able to make gunpowder, but anything newer than that or more advanced technologically, probably not. You haven't seen
How
any
did you guys
pistols.
escape?
You guys can
I
info dump that if you want. I mean, he was here. He heard that.
yeah. Say I use my dreaming to loosen my bonds. I believe Isabella used her dreaming to create a distraction that was a frizzy. One of the guards had left, and she made the frizzy and scared the other guard out of the room. So I used that to take my advantage of my loose bonds to free her and well myself and her, and then we jumped
Mhm.
out the window.
Yes, it hurt a lot, both of us.
It hurt me quite a lot.
Remember, Sean, you don't know where
Right.
they were kept
Maybe
prisoner
you more.
at
Yeah.
this point, unless they want to info dump you or.
We were on the second story of, I'm assuming
It was the
inn
tavern. It was the tavern.
of the tavern.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
same
would. I
building
would.
that you guys have been in.
Okay. Well, he says second story. I'm trying to think of all the buildings we've seen in town with 2 stories. So
Almost all
that
of
we
them
know that they're safe.
that we know are safe.
That well, no, I'd have to assume that they kept them in the tavern because that's where these guys have been hiding.
Yeah, yeah, you can. And they told you they were in the tavern. There's a
Wait a
second
minute.
floor in the tavern.
So
None of
you told them that I have befriended the Frizzies.
Well, they wondered how you befriended the Frizzies. They already assumed we had befriended the Frizzies.
they
Yeah.
did.
I
They
just
did
told
make
Because
that
they
assumption.
knew.
Yes, you're right.
Because
Probably
they
that
knew that
man
you.
that shrieked gave it away that it was not just some guy with a knife killing them. You know, that it was the terror of the night or whatever. Sean still has a scimitar. He still
I
has
do.
his weapon and all of his everything.
I have a very bad idea that might just
Oh,
work.
God.
I love it.
So
And
they
that would be
potentially think I have befriended the Frizzies, or at least have built enough of a relationship that I might be able to manipulate
Friend,
them.
friend.
We have. Yeah, we have. As they're saying, we have befriended them. They love
You
us.
created the illusion of one.
So I could do it again, in theory.
What if we lead this half dozen real ones, down the street in the morning with some illusion ones with us?
Also, what if we could make an illusion for the Frizzies themselves? I don't know if this would work or if this would trick them, but something where it's like they think they're in a cage, like a cage with wheels or something. You know, like a traveling circus kind of
I
lion cage type
think
thing.
they'll just follow.
You, if it gets dark, though, they might attack us.
That's why we do it in the morning.
But is that going to be scary enough
Friend.
for the bandit?
I think if I
they're
walk
frizzy.
down the street carrying 2 severed arms, it might help.
God. You got them. There's several arms, legs, torsos, heads.
They
Yes.
think I can control Frizzies.
Okay. And then we can use the illusion to boost the number.
Correct.
So make it look like a whole crowd as much as we possibly can. Okay.
We can at least use that long enough to make sure we get the kids safe.
I was going to say,
An army of Frizzies. I love it.
It's good for right now. I mean, what happens in long term? I mean, what are we?
Well, we've cut their numbers down to 8.
Right, but
how many were
really
there before?
I really don't want to have to keep looking over my shoulder here, and I'm sure you want to find out why you've been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It might be.
I think we should try
to the red mask.
Right. Well, I think we should try to get out of here as soon as we can once we make sure the kids are safe. I don't think we should try to go with these bandits.
I agree.
We don't have to.
As much as I want to agree, I don't know whether we have much of any other choice.
I don't either.
I feel like
we're going to have to watch over our shoulders the entire time we're here.
Correct.
Well, let's get out of here then.
And go back to the waking world?
No, to another town where there's more people.
The only place we're going to be safe is in the waking world from this group. I'm assuming.
Then we make them.
I'm assuming a lot.
Make them tell us where the red mask is, and we take the kids with us, and we head in that direction.
If we can overpower them, tie them up, do with them what they did to us.
We're vastly outnumbered.
We are.
Yeah.
And I am not 10, a fighter.
12. It's still 12-3 right now.
So
8, 9,
still
10, 11,
4 to 1 odds.
Yeah, that's not.
Could we make
odds.
A catapult?
No.
Catapult some fire at them at the tavern? Just
the building the kids are in.
War. I don't know. That seems more doable than making a gun. For some reason, even though it's
down
like
the
bigger.
tavern where the kids are.
Or the threat of it somehow.
As much as I may think it's a bad idea, I think we should just see what this red mask wants.
That might be what we have to do. But I want to make sure we can at least guarantee the kids' safety first.
I agree to that as well.
Yeah. I don't love the idea of going with them, but if it's really our only option.
I don't either, but I think it's the safest option for everybody involved.
There's a voice in your hand.
Voices.
I opened it like just enough for me to hear.
Are you there, Hutton? It's Clyde. You recognize Clyde's voice.
It's Clyde.
See what he wants. Open your
Yeah.
fist.
Speakerphone.
You open up your
Let's
hand,
hear it.
yes. Are you there, Hutton?
What do you want?
It's going to be dark soon. You and the
Yeah,
others need to come back before it's dark and the Frizzies come out.
we're safe.
Oh, we are too. But are the
So,
Are
children?
you?
Are the children?
I'll say,
well, that's up to you.
It is. Indeed, it is entirely up to me.
You know, if you let those children die, we won't help you at all.
They don't have to die.
If
no,
you
they don't.
harm one hair on their head, we won't help you at all.
That's right.
You are very clever to escape with that whatever it was. But you can't hole up in the Frizzy farm forever. You're dreamers, you can make food, sure. But sooner or later I'm going to lose my patience and start cutting off fingers and toes of little girls and little boys.
We understand this.
And legs and arms. And it will take them a long time to die. So perhaps before you threaten me, you better know that we're all in the same situation here.
What if we just let all these Frizzies out of this farm and let them go attack the tavern and then you all die? We could do that. We're friends
You're
with them
you're
now.
muted, Sean. You muted yourself, Sean.
Sean's on the phone. He's on the telephone.
Oh,
He got a
Oh,
call.
sorry. I
So
thought he
he's
was
just
talking.
staring at the stone while the two of you are discussing this with Clyde, and that's fine. The tavern is
So
secure.
I
We'll be
threatened
locking
that.
up the doors before it's dark and sealing ourselves in like we've done every night for the last 4 nights.
just make sure those kids are safe
They
and
won't
that
be
no
for
harm.
very long unless you surrender yourselves.
Well, maybe you won't be either then. Do
You're
you
making
want all of your men
baseless
to die?
threats. Baseless threats.
No, they're not. We're dreamers. We
Yes,
can set that whole place
you
ablaze.
can create out. Well, then the children will certainly die if you do that.
Well, maybe we don't care as much as you think we do about the kids.
Then set the tavern ablaze.
Maybe we will.
Don't maybe me. Do it. Do it now. I'm waiting.
You're bluffing.
No, you are.
No, I'm not.
Make me fast talk.
I feel like he should have to make a fast talk too.
No,
He's
you can make a
not.
psychology check if you wish to decide whether or not he's telling the truth.
I'm pretty certain he's telling the truth.
Oh, that's a super fail.
Okay.
I also want to do psycho. Can I do both?
Yeah, you can do both. Yeah, you can do both. Yeah, I'll give you full psychology. I don't care. Normally, just talking, it's a penalty die, but I need to know more than thumbs up.
10.
What kind of a success did you get? Oh, she
She
froze.
froze again.
Nope, there she
10.
is.
That is an extreme success.
Extreme.
Oh wait, no,
You.
sorry.
That's
Hard.
okay.
Hard success.
Hard success. You think he's telling the truth?
It's like,
He's willing to kill. I mean, he's killed a lot of people probably, but yeah, he's willing to kill these kids.
He's wiped
To
out this
get what he
entire
wants.
town. Like an entire town is nothing compared.
yeah,
like,
but
He didn't do it by himself. He had help.
I
what
know,
about
but still,
the?
I'm
I
sure
know
he
he'll
gave the
kill the kids.
command.
No,
I know
he
he'll kill the
doesn't.
kids,
You don't
but
think he believes that you're going to set the tavern on fire with those children in it? That's what you get. He does not believe what you.
okay,
You don't.
but
You don't
he
believe.
would be afraid of that, I assume, if we actually did it.
Yeah,
No.
probably if you actually did it,
That's-
he would be upset and
Okay.
afraid. But he
Right,
doesn't
but
think
he
you're
doesn't
going to do
believe
it
it. Okay.
because you are not planning on murdering 2 children along with the
Right.
murderers.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're at an
How can
impasse.
we come to an agreement here?
You surrender
Yeah.
yourselves to me. You, as dreamers, help us escape from the dark forest of Gloon, which I learned this horrible place is called. And you swear that you will not try to escape again. We will take you, we will not harm you. We will take you to
And
the Red
you
Mask, and I have no idea what happens after that.
and then
I
what
will
of
be
I think
honest
what
you
with
of
need
you.
to
the
give us more, though,
what of the
for us
children in
to
this
cooperate.
town?
What of them? I don't care
We
about
want to
them.
make we want to make sure they at least have some form of safety.
We'll
We know there is a caravan at the edge of town.
we'll take the children with us. We'll find a village or a farm. We'll let them loose there. I thought Aaron was going to say psychology. That's what I was
Psychology.
expecting.
Oh,
Or if you don't have to believe him, just be like, I don't believe him. He's lying. I don't care.
no.
But I thought you were reaching for your dice. That's when you started to
Oh,
turn. I
no,
was like, oh, there
no.
it comes. Loren, I need what kind of a success?
Regular.
Okay. Yeah, he sounds sincere to you. He doesn't sound like he gives a shit about these kids. They're a convenient
Convenient
leverage.
means to an end. Yeah,
Hostages.
Convenient
Yeah.
leverage to be used against you people if you're not
right.
as cold and heartless, cruel and awful as he is.
I mean, that's obvious. Yeah, we know that. Um, we need more information, though. That's the thing. We need more information about this red mask and what's going to happen to us.
I'm putting my hand over Hutton's hand
Okay.
and over the
Oh, he
stone.
already closed it.
Okay.
He's not
Okay,
going to tell us because he doesn't have to.
right.
You hear from somewhere in your hand. Because she asked the question and then it went quiet, so he obviously responded, but you can't
He
make out what he says.
he either doesn't know or he doesn't care to tell.
Yeah, but how can we make him tell?
We can't. He's not going to tell us.
The only way we're going to make him tell is putting those kids in danger by unleashing Frizzi-Nocs on them and torturing this man.
Okay,
Everybody can make me an
I give
intelligence
up.
check,
Whatever you guys
please.
think is right,
Everybody
let's do
can make an
that.
intelligence check.
Ooh.
Why not?
I
Regular
think I
success.
got an
I'm throwing you guys a
extreme
bone here.
success.
Extreme?
I at least got a hard. Um,
Well, what is it?
it's a 17 out of
Same.
70.
It should be on your character sheet, Aaron.
I didn't write
17
it.
out of
17 out of
70
70 is
regular or
35.
hard.
Half of
Hard,
35
hard.
is that's a hard success. Sean's right.
All right.
How'd you do, Isabella?
I also got a hard.
Hard success. Sean, I'm sorry. Did you get a hard success?
Regular.
Success? Okay. Um, basically, um, okay. Let me ask you guys a couple questions. Who do the Frizzi-Nocs hate?
Criminals.
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 Are children criminals?
No. They're innocents.
So, Sean, Loren
Oh my
said,
God.
if we lose the Frizzi-Nocs, they'll just kill the kids, is what Sean said. Is what Loren
But
said,
they
sorry.
attacked us.
And
No.
so I'm throwing this bone to
Yeah,
you guys that
Yes.
those kids might be 100% safe from any Frizzi-Nocs. As long as they don't go into
And-
somebody else's house and steal something or murder somebody or break a law, a real law or something.
Steal some food would be probably
Thank
the worst
Also, the
case
Frizzi-Nocs
scenario.
keep calling friends.
Right.
They
Well,
obviously
no.
went out. They went out of the
But
cage.
they've not called
The Frizzies.
Fernando a friend.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Hey, Frizzies.
But-
Friend, hey, hi. They're all talking over each other like they always do.
What do you guys think about? And I describe what Fernando looks like.
What? They don't get it. They don't grasp that. You know what I mean?
Are the three of us friends to you?
friends? That's all you're getting at this juncture.
Show them.
Think of
his
them
face.
as dogs, Sean. You
Point
know what
to
I
his
mean?
face.
Yeah.
They're not very bright.
All right, Fernando. There's a possibility.
Fernando, go stick your arm in that fucking cage. Let me turn the lights out and see what happens.
Just show them his face. Point to his face.
Not at this
There's a
point in time.
possibility you're not a friend.
There is that possibility.
Sean, you have seen how they react to non-friends. Keep that in mind as well.
That's true.
Oh.
They go quiet when a non-friend's present.
Because they never attacked Loren, right?
No, they haven't.
I didn't give him a chance
or
to.
me.
They haven't. No, Loren. Did Loren tell him exactly how he killed these guys, or he just be generic. Say I let the
Nope.
Frizzies loose on him. Okay. So yeah, remember, Isabella, you don't know much about the details of how these 4 men in here died.
I
And
just
I'm
go with the
covered in
general
blood.
obvious.
Well, yeah, the Frizzies got him,
Frizzies let
No,
loose.
you're not
but
covered in blood. You're
and
splashed with
he
blood.
does have blood on him, a little blood on him. Maybe he was out there when the Frizzies killed them all. You guys don't know. Keep that in mind.
You just
Nobody's
said it was
asked
like
him.
I know, but you just said it was like across a little bit of
That's
him,
fine.
and like,
I'm just saying you guys are
yeah,
making assumptions. Your characters are
right.
making assumptions, which is fine. There you go.
I think we take the Frizzies with us.
I mean,
I think they won't attack us or the kids.
I think 2 out of 3 of us are guaranteed safe. I think Fernando is safe, though.
I think you should test it.
I think we should make sure he's safe somehow. I don't know how. Maybe just Loren and I go.
Is there a finger you don't need when you play your guitar?
Oh shit!
no.
Thank you.
Do you need all your toes? I mean, it's
So to ride my horse, I do.
And to walk.
you don't need all your toes to walk. That's
It
out of
helps.
character, but you don't need.
How much dreaming power
Yeah.
does it take to regenerate a pinky?
We'll do it knuckle by
You're
knuckle.
gonna have to fucking make a sanity
I gotta
check.
feed my cat.
You're gonna have to fail a sanity check to stick a hand into something you think is gonna eat it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
otherwise, you're just like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's like committing
I'm
suicide
well-
in Call of Cthulhu. If your character is up against a wall to kill yourself rather than let the monsters eat you, you got to fail a sanity check, or else you just can't bring
Okay.
yourself to do it.
Okay.
Fernando,
It's not a real rule, but it's one.
from here, can you talk to the creatures, see how they react?
They're in a cage. They're locked up too, Fernando. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'll
They're not
go up
loose.
to him.
Okay.
I'll go up to him. I'll go, hi.
Yeah, they don't seem to like you very much, Fernando.
Yeah, you're gonna die, Fernando.
That's another question, though. How do they know?
So
Fernando broke into the store with Frizzies in it. These guys are from a house.
Yeah,
Some
they never
down.
saw
How
me.
do
They never
they
saw me
know?
break me. Yeah.
These are questions you guys gotta ask.
Hey, friends.
Friend.
Is there a way for someone you don't like to redeem themselves?
Okay, it's gonna take you some time to get this concept across.
And it's gonna be dark by that time.
It'll probably be dark by then.
Could we use
Okay.
dreaming to grow their brains?
I don't think you can read minds with dreaming.
Okay, so here's a
You
solution.
can create stuff, but other than that,
Here's a really bad solution. Isabella and I will go down the street. Fernando will stay here where it's safe in the booth.
Yes.
I will leave him my stone. Hopefully we could holler and he could unleash the Frizzies if need be.
You're going to have to
Yeah,
yell really loud.
Or some other kind of
Inside
signal.
here.
And
other than having a gun, I don't know what else will make such a loud enough noise.
a flare. I mean, I don't know if flares
he
are
won't be
a
able
thing.
to see it from inside.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Or
be able
a
to
cannon.
He wouldn't be able to see an explosion from inside.
expensive.
Just light. We have light though. We could get the light ball. We could make another light and put it in, throw it at the window or something.
Magic. We need to use dream magic to make a horn.
Oh. Yes, you could.
Yeah. Or just, I guess.
It took a lot out of me to loosen my bonds, and it took a lot more out of me after the fall and the day I have had today.
Right.
It appears
both of us
I'm
are
the
very
only
hurt.
one.
So
I am going to attempt to use dream magic to make a simple, Viking,
Okay, point. That'll cost you a point. Yeah.
I mean,
Just
what
like,
about
so you could just blow on it.
just like a trumpet, like an old style
shit.
single trumpet.
I'm literally just making a. Well, I got to think fantasy. They
I
would
was
have
thinking of
made
like
like a cow
I'm
horn
thinking of
into.
like those
You could do that.
medieval trumpets that's just like a straight brass pipe or whatever.
Hard success.
Yeah, you've got like it's like it's the horn of a goat or some
It's the
animal.
horn of Gondor.
No, it's the horn of some animal. When you try to make a noise from it, it's like it makes a good loud sound. You're still holding your stone in
Yep.
one hand.
Yes. Okay.
Should we try to make any other weapons or anything like that? I have, well, out of character, I have 5 magic points left, so
We're
could do
not going to
something.
win a fight against them, Isabella.
well,
I write for
yeah.
a newspaper.
Okay.
And I'm a gunman.
And
And the gunman can't go with us.
I'm an artist.
We're not fighters, Isabella.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
Well, I am just
Well,
not
what
here.
else should we try to make to prepare ourselves for this?
I just think we need
We just need to give enough time to guarantee the kids are going to be safe. I think if we unleash the Frizzies, if we keep them talking long enough to be dark, you and I and the children will be okay. Fernando will be in a safe place.
Okay.
The
only thing I'm worried about is how do I say my HP in character?
You're injured.
You're
my
badly
injury.
injured. Yeah.
I'm just worried about them killing me. Honestly, that's the only thing.
I'm afraid of for me as well, which is I think we should just give ourselves up at this point in time. There's a time to know when to fight and a time to know when you should wait. I think this is a time where we should wait and see.
I'm okay with that. I'm just presenting an option.
We just send Loren.
Win.
What if we just send Loren at first, and then maybe you can negotiate with them, and if that doesn't work, then we'll have the rock and we can communicate. And
they already said that the children could come with us, and as soon as we get to a safe place.
He seemed to be telling the truth.
So I think that's the best thing we're going to get out of these people. I don't see any other option that we could have that's going to be any better with these people.
All right, fine. So I still like your plan, Loren, of bringing the Frizzies with us, because if they only kill criminals, then they're just like our little bodyguards. I think we should still do that.
Either we're giving up or we're killing them. And the Frizzies come to kill them.
The Frizzies are very good at killing.
I don't see what's wrong with killing them. I mean, I don't love killing, but
it's just
bandits.
I really hate that we're going to have to watch our backs this entire time. I have a feeling this red mask is not going to give up.
I agree.
So we should just see
this
through.
They'll send more people, too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We should just...
So why don't we just kill them?
Keep in mind one thing. You guys made very public that you were looking for a way to get to Zakarian, that you were getting on a caravan.
Right.
This is all super public. If you went
a
little quieter...
Yeah.
It would be harder to find you, and they might not be.
Yeah, but I feel like we kind of already announced our... Yeah,
you guys have been very open about what you're doing, which is fine. But obviously,
this is the first time we've had any problems.
Right, exactly.
Because of it, though.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I'm not saying you're at fault. I'm just saying you've been very public. Obviously, there is a spy or somebody out there, so it's not like you can't change your tactics and possibly not.
Now we have a vote.
Yeah.
And it's we give up or we fight. Fernando?
I cannot fight. I'm too weak to fight right now.
Isabella?
When he says fight, he means the Frizzies are going to fight, actually. I think
I
Fernando.
The
know, but
Frizzies fight for us.
No.
Frizzies. I'm 100% on board with the Frizzies. Let the Frizzies kill them, and then we don't have to worry, and we can save the kids ourselves. That's my vote, and I feel strongly about it.
Okay, it's 1-1. That leaves Loren as the tiebreaker. Oh, the pressure's on.
Come on, Loren.
No.
Come on.
No coercing. Unless your character
Pick
is
my side.
coercing. Because Loren is deep in thought
This
now.
isn't character.
Trying to figure out what to
No,
do.
he's
Right? You're deep in thought. You're holding tight the
he's
horn.
sitting
You're
there.
holding tight the shard of stone so you
yeah.
can't be overheard. And most are going to be hearing this. Same as if they're talking, that's all you're going to hear.
Loren, it was your idea. And it was a
can't-
great idea. Let's do it. What do we have to lose?
I can't risk the kids being harmed in the meantime.
They won't be harmed.
You don't know that, Isabella. You don't know. We might walk up and he's got a sword or he's got his axe at one of the kids' throats.
We could use our dreaming to make a bubble shield around the kids.
Yes, you
And
can
or
use
Fernando.
your magic. That's probably going to drain you because you're so beat up right now.
Well, let's
I'm
wait
not
a little
that good
bit.
at it. We can't wait. He'll kill the kids tonight.
Did he say that?
No, he said he would torture them slowly so they wouldn't have to die.
And that's
He
worse.
did say that.
And but we didn't really get a timeline of when he was going to start chopping things off, did we?
He's an evil man.
Yes,
Evil
I know.
men do evil things.
Look, if they chop off a couple fingers, we can use our dreaming later to grow them back, maybe.
Maybe.
I know it's not ideal.
I'm loving the roleplay, by the way, guys. I'm giving everybody coins.
I know it was my plan. I like my plan, except for one problem.
Innocence
There
will
are
suffer.
innocent children.
Everybody can make
yeah,
me an intelligence check. There is a
It's getting way too dark.
me
There might
or
be,
all of us.
everybody can make an intelligence check.
I made a hard
Okay.
success.
Hard, nice.
Ooh,
One is a success.
Success. Regular success.
Extreme, I believe.
Extreme.
With a
Okay.
2, yeah.
A 2? You roll 2?
yeah.
Yeah. There is a second problem with Loren's plan. Is that when the Frizzi-Nocs are exposed to light, they become Frizzies. They had plenty of torches and lights in the tavern.
But we saw them. Well, yeah, we saw them jump through the light.
Jump through the light in a room that had a bunch of shadows.
Yeah.
That's true. Good point.
You don't know how many shadows are going to be, and lit by one torch and one other light source. And they had
We
several
can extinguish the
light sources.
torches, right?
That's. I'm just throwing out the problem with
Yeah.
the plan. You guys can. Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't deal with this problem. I'm just saying this is a problem. If you go there and you just chuck the Frizzies in the tavern and there's a bunch of lit lights in there, they're just going to stay Frizzies.
That's not going to matter.
Yeah. Okay.
As much as I hate people who live by abusing others, I have to side with Fernando.
What?
The only way we can save the kids is by giving them what they want. Now, if they go back on their word, I'll fight to the death against them. Barehanded, I don't care.
I agree.
All right. One thing
I
though.
mean, honestly, I have nothing to lose or anything to gain. Like only
And
everything to gain from this place.
And we'll gang up on Clyde.
Yeah, and
if a fight breaks
Valorant.
up, we're killing that motherfucker. If nothing else.
And Valorous for poisoning us. I still want to make the case that we should still bring the Frizzies with us. Even if they stay Frizzies in the light, they're not going to attack us or the kids. Why not just bring them anyway?
We can try and say that they'll keep us safe throughout the forest as we're traveling through the forest. Maybe they'll believe us. Maybe let me say
Either
that.
way, we could just
Any
do
of you
it.
Maybe
good
let
at
me.
actually good at lying? Is Fernando actually pretty good? Okay, okay, okay. Because I know a lot of lies have been thrown out, and I'm just making sure that at least somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I can tell a lie and people believe it," without just being like nobody's any good at it. But that's fine. That's fine. Cool, cool, cool.
I
Okay,
wasn't trying to lie. I was just gonna say, let's
No,
just bring them with
I,
us
I, I can
No.
as
give you my
Okay.
number if
safety.
you want me
no, no, no. I
and you
trust you.
can.
I trust you.
Okay,
But I'm
yeah.
just saying, I
We'll
keep seeing
bring.
player
Then
characters
we bring the
trying to
frizzy.
lie when they suck at it, and
See, and I
Yeah.
I wanted to try to be a character who is a fairly honest person right now who can
yeah, and
lie
that's
if
fair.
he
That's fine.
wants to.
That's fine.
So
That's fine.
he
That's
may
why
be
when
trying
I'm
to turn
actually
over a
lying,
new leaf right now.
if I'm
So,
actually trying to lie, I will roll a fast talk. Me
but yeah,
saying kill the kids would be me trying to do a fast talk.
Yes, and that's fine.
And
But
that might
but
require an extreme because it's not.
yeah, I know Isabella sucks. She's not a liar. Her character's is honest, which is very cool. I don't know. I know that. I think Lauren's got
It's
a low
literally
fast
on
talk.
my character sheet.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. You're honest too. So going up and being like, we're gonna tell lies to these guys, and nobody has fast talk over like 10%, can happen. No, I
I'm
know, I
not
know,
I
I
suggesting
know,
know,
I
it.
know.
Fernando. I wasn't certain
Yeah, yeah,
exactly where
yeah.
you were.
I know.
So
All right.
I
So
just.
we go, we walk down the street, we bring these 6 with us.
Okay, yeah. They will. You can just barely fit them in. Or are you just having them roll behind you?
Roll behind us.
Okay. Ah,
Yeah,
yay!
will they
Going
follow
home.
us?
Are we going home? We're going home. We're going home. They don't talk to
We're going on
Fernando,
a special mission.
but they are
I
talking
lean
to
down and tell
Isabella
him.
and Loren. They're, hey, let's go home. Let's go home. Yay! Blah, 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 blah. And they're just
Hey,
chatting, chatting.
Remember to keep us
is
safe.
Isabella, this is a good thing for me to ask
It
because I
is.
don't ask this since we've met you. Um,
Oh,
if we
okay.
die,
Is this before you
where
leave?
as we're leaving,
Well, it's only it's like a 2. It's like a minute walk. It's very
yeah, that's why
short.
as we're walking out the barn,
Okay.
I'm saying
Okay. Okay. As you're walking.
if we die, we're in a town called Saltmarsh.
Oh, this is a good idea, Sean. You get a coin for
Oh,
this.
I
okay.
Where
want
are
to say
you? Where are
we've
you?
discussed this
No,
already.
we haven't.
I thought we have.
I don't know if it's actually come
No, I
up.
don't think we.
It might have come up in
Well,
passing, is
Salt
all.
Marsh has come up.
The name
You
Saltmarsh
mentioned
came
maybe
up,
one or two things
but
about it,
nobody
but
specifically asked Isabella where she's
Where
from.
are you?
my body is in Seattle, right?
Yes, you are in Seattle
So
because that's
yeah,
where you went to pursue your art career.
yeah, that's where I
So we're
I
not
live. So I'm
horribly
at
far
home
away,
in
right?
Say
Seattle.
again, Sean.
Um,
We're
We
not
could.
horribly far
say that.
away.
No, it's the other
Oh,
side of the state, but no, it's a few days by
boat.
stage or
Oh,
horse, and it's even shorter by
he might.
By
He might know.
Maggie's sloop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say he might
That's
know about Maggie Sloop. So I don't think
Lauren knows
Fernando.
You
about Maggie's sloop. Everybody in town knows about Maggie's
I
sloop.
don't
Salt
know
Marsh
whether
is
Fernando
in
does or not.
Oregon territory.
Yeah, Fernando knows about it. He would have heard about it. He's been in town
Okay.
long enough to know about
Okay. Okay.
I'm
it.
just if the worst happens, it'd be nice to
Yes,
try to find each other.
Spot
we should
hidden
have a plan.
from everybody, please.
Oh, from everybody. Someone's
Yeah,
come to watch us.
yeah. It's getting dark.
Damn right.
It's
Oh yeah.
probably almost full
I
dark.
failed. I failed it.
Fernando
So.
fails. He's
Big
fine.
fail.
I'm
I
fine.
got a 6.
It's
That is an
Loren. You
extreme success.
notice one of the Frizzies in a shadow changes to a Frizzi-Noc.
All
And
right,
he kind of it
here's
looks
the
directly
test.
at you. Nobody else noticed. You didn't make yours. Did you make yours, Isabella?
No.
Okay. Lauren, you're a couple paces behind the other two. This Frizzi-Noc turns full Frizzi-Noc. The Frizzy does. Looks directly at you and just keeps on rolling. Kind of not really ignoring you, but you don't get any malevolence from it.
It's just like that's a person.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you get from this Frizzi-Noc.
Fernando.
Fernando is still kind of in the light. This thing moved into a
As
shadow.
we're walking, I'm like, Fernando, just so you know, one of the Frizzies just turned for.
And by the way, Lauren, why don't you make a sanity check? This is your first good glimpse of a Frizzi-Noc. It's terrifying.
Boom.
You didn't make it. Okay. Where is it? Okay.
Oh, please don't be high.
Oh God. 6 points of sanity. I need. An
That puts
intelligence
me
check.
from 17 to 11,
Good lord, that's not so good.
and I failed my intelligence.
You failed. You rolled
That's good.
high.
Oh
I did.
shit!
You failed.
That's
You
good.
don't go temporarily insane. That's great.
Hey,
That's good.
Wait, what?
I
Excellent.
failed it by 6.
Oh,
No,
you're
he
supposed
failed
to
it.
fail.
You want to fail. This is the only check in the game you want to fail.
Right.
Is did I?
Forgot.
You're like, it didn't eat me. That's so awesome. It didn't eat me. That's all the only thing that goes through your head when you see this frizzy knock. It does not seem to.
Confidence.
It does. They don't. It doesn't care that I'm here. Fernando, he said it. One of them went feral, and you look and you see it. You could probably give me a sanity check as well. And you do not like the look it's giving you.
I get made a regular
Regular?
success.
Okay. You lose 2 points of sanity. That thing is
Ah.
that thing wants to eat you. You're convinced. You might want to start running now, preferably towards a place with a little more light, or back to the Frizzy farm. You could get back to the Frizzy farm. It's not at an angle that would block you from that. As a matter of fact, you haven't walked very far, and you can see the Frizzy farm light coming out from the door.
Okay. Which is closer, the tavern
The
or
Frizzy
the
farm.
Frizzy farm?
The Frizzy farm is closest.
All right, then I'm taken to the Frizzy farm.
Okay. Fernando breaks into a run back the way you guys came. The Frizzy-Noc gives chase.
Uh-oh.
What's your speed, Fernando?
A 9
A
is
9.
my movement
Holy
rate.
shit, that's good. Okay.
I know. My guy's tiny. My guy is below average in height.
He takes off, running back to the Frizzy farm. The Frizzy gives chase. It is catching up to him as he runs into the door, and the light, it stops before it gets to the light. And then it turns back and it starts rolling over towards the others of you. The other Frizzies are all changing. It's dark enough now. All 6 of them has changed. Isabella, I'm going to need a sanity check from you too. You've noticed this. This is terrifying. Yeah. This is the first you noticed. The first time you noticed, Isabella, was when frickin' Fernando just ran. Tell me you didn't roll 100.
Almost.
Oh no.
That's a 99.
99. Okay, Isabella, that's bad for you. That's going to be
That
6
a
sanity
fumble?
points. That's a fumble.
My current sanity is 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6
Cool.
sanity. Make me an intelligence check. You want to fail it. Sean, the Frizzies are all around you. Frizzi-Nocs are all around you. And they've not done anything.
Okay.
Isabella, please fail the sanity check.
Oh no.
I mean, sorry, it's an intelligence.
26.
Intelligence, that's a success. You're going to go temporarily insane.
No.
You have a bout of madness. Here's the D10 roll.
But I don't lose more sanity for that?
No. This just means you're going to have a bout of madness.
Okay.
Oh, that.
My God. My first one, I think, ever.
Cthulhu Mythos. Good job.
Oh, is that your first time that you've gone temporarily insane? No.
I could be wrong, but it certainly hasn't happened in a long time.
I know, but your first time you get points.
Do you have any Cthulhu Mythos? Do you have any Cthulhu Mythos on your character?
Yeah, she has 8 points. She's got 8 points. I think she's gone temporarily insane before. I think it happened to you.
I guess it's not the first
With
time.
the ghost. Yes, you did. You went nuts and you wrecked the house, remember? You smashed up your friend's house. You knocked over bookcases. You wrecked the place, remember? You woke up like an hour later. You're like, oh, what happened? I don't remember any of this.
Because I blacked out.
Yes.
Right.
So, you get one more point of Cthulhu Mythos. Give yourself another point of Cthulhu Mythos. This is a Mythos connected thing. You were suddenly struck. You're like, let's see how long this lasts. Okay, so you don't know how you got out here in the dark. Last thing you remember, you were sitting talking, and you'd all made the decision to go to the tavern before it got dark. And all of a sudden, you're here in the dark. There are Frizzi-Nocs all over the place, apparently. And you don't know how you got here. There you go.
I guess I'll shriek a little, you know.
You see Hutton. He's standing right there. Do you want whatever you want to do? However is your character reacts. You don't have to scream.
Yeah.
You could, you've got amnesia.
No, I do.
I'll tell you when it goes away. It's not going to last long. It's a bout of madness. It's going to last a few minutes, maybe at tops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lauren's standing
Okay.
there. You don't see Fernando. Fernando might be dead.
Yeah, no, do I remember him running off
Nope.
back to the barn?
The last thing you remember
I don't
is
remember that.
the decision to leave the Frizzy farm before it got dark. And now all of a sudden you're outside in the dark or almost dark.
Time skipped.
It's
Okay.
It was like boom all of a sudden.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Lauren's there.
I look around kind of frantically and I shriek a little bit and I see Loren there and I kind of
Yes.
like grab onto his like arm, like the side of him, and I'm like, "Oh my God, Loren.
You're like, what is
What happened? How did we get here? What happened? Oh my God. Oh my God.
We
Frizzies.
just talked about this.
Ah!"
Okay,
And
that's
I'm
about
like
all the
jumping.
longer. That's all the longer it lasts. It lasts about 25, 30 seconds before
Okay.
you're like before the memories floods back to you.
Okay.
You
But
s-
I was like, I'm like going from foot to foot, kind of jumping, like looking
yeah.
around, making
Mhm.
sure
I like
there
it.
aren't any attacking me.
Yeah. No,
And I'm
they
like scrabbling at
they
Loren,
don't
like, "Oh my God, what's going on?"
they don't appear to be attacking you at all. Lauren's there. It's no sign of
Okay.
Fernando. You have no idea where Fernando is. Fernando, when you ran back in the Frizzy farm, there's all these lights. What do you? I mean, anything
I'm
specific you
going.
wanted? You go back
Yeah,
to that room, lock yourself in.
I'm going to the safe room and lock myself in.
That gets a coin because I love it. Okay, so Isabella, you will be so as a player, you will be temporarily insane for a certain amount of time, which just means if you lose even 1 point of sanity in the next what I've written down here, which is measured in hours, um, you will immediately automatically have a bout of madness. Okay.
Okay.
And
So
you as a
and
I'm
a different one
I'm
probably.
telling yes, and I'm telling you this as a player. Your player knows this. Your character does
Yeah.
not know this is going to happen. So, but I just
Right.
want to kind of
Of
be.
course.
So yeah, you guys are standing
Gotcha.
out here. Actually, you know what? This is probably a good place to stop. Unfortunately, I hate to leave when it's like not things aren't resolved, but it is 10 o'clock.
Yep.
You've got
It's a nice little
Frizzi-Nocs
cliffhanger.
rolling around all around you. They seem to be kind of hanging out with you. Um, and
And I'll
it's
calm down a little bit once I
yeah,
realize they're
oh yeah,
not attacking me. Like
that's
I'll
fine.
just like
And
slow my breathing and
but
stuff.
it's mostly dark out. You guys talked for quite a while, and it was almost dark by the time you started heading. I mean, almost full dark by the time you started heading for the tavern. Um, yeah,
Right.
and I think that's where we'll end. Questions,
Exciting.
comments, suggestions. Fernando, let me put each of you on the spot because when I just ask in general, you're like, it was good. It was good. What did you like? What did you hate?
um,
Give me one of each. What was your favorite part of the evening? What was your least
I
favorite?
my favorite part was Loren getting away and running to the barn because that's exactly what I wanted to be able to do.
Okay. What was your least favorite
That's what I was trying to do too, but I didn't
Um,
quite make it.
we were making the negotiations way too complex.
part? Okay, fair
Um,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Isabella,
hate being left with no
that's
options.
okay. Isabella, what was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to you, Sean, next. So think about it.
I'm gonna start with my least favorite.
Yeah, that's fair.
I kind of based on that, I don't like not having options. I don't like being trapped.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I
I
don't like
get
There's
that.
being
all
ganged up on. That wasn't fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
that was my least favorite,
Okay.
just general aspect. Um, Not having options is not fun. Um, I always love the Frizzies. I just love them
But do
so
you love the
much.
Frizzy-Nocs too? Do you love them
I
now?
like the Frizzy-Nocs
okay.
if they're not attacking me,
They're not. They're
but
rolling
I'm also
around
scared
you
of them.
like a
But I love
dog
the Frizzies.
walking around you when you only
Especially your little voice for them when they greet us is so cute. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, it's the cutest thing ever.
I want the Frizzies to
Love
be
that.
cute. They're adorable. Shh. Lauren
Um,
Hutton, your favorite part, your least favorite part.
Well,
I think that's a better way than saying questions, comments, criticisms.
Yeah.
and
Although
my illusion.
your
My
illusion,
Frizzy-Noc
illusion was a neat
illusion.
idea. I liked it. I'm trying to
all
allow
right.
you guys to do some neat
Things I
stuff.
liked.
Yeah.
Obviously, I liked the plan of running to the barn and,
And
at least trapping some of them.
Yep. I should have given
It
you a
worked.
Yep.
luck check to see if. Wait, did I give you a luck check?
You gave me a luck check
To see if.
of
I think I gave you a luck check to see if those last two were outside or inside the door when it slammed shut.
no.
I might. I didn't. Ah, I should have done that. I should have done that.
You gave me a luck check on
The
if there was a window open.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But, I mean, knowing
Um,
Loren's luck, chances are that he might have like he had a pretty good chance to trap
Yeah, I had a
all
good
of them in
chance
there
of
with
that
his luck
happening.
roll.
That's fine. I like luck
I
checks
know.
for totally
The
random
other
things.
thing I liked is me as a player forgot that we had in some way told some of the men in the village about the kids.
Oh yeah. You told Varus and Penter.
Hey,
And
you guys
so
gave so much information the last game session.
the thing
We
I
trusted them so
didn't
much.
Yeah.
like, the thing I didn't like, I gotta be honest, I didn't. There was nothing I didn't
That's fair. That's fine.
I did dislike. Like, I think everything you did made perfect sense. I think everything we did was within our character as best as we could be in the moment. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I think
frustrating when there's no other option.
yes, it is hard. And
It's like, no, I want to do this. You can't
Situation,
do
I
that.
have to say, um, I I choose to trust the game master in that scenario.
I try to be that way.
It's one of those things because I have dealt with it to where uh, I don't feel like we're railroaded. There is still an option I think we're not thinking of.
Yeah, say
It could be.
Andy's
Yes.
gonna. I know Andy is a game master. I mean, he's gonna let us decide, but
Yeah.
there are times where we have to sometimes give in and let him take us where he wants us to
No,
go.
I don't
And
want
I
you
will
guys
say-
to go anywhere. You guys are fully in control right now of
Well,
what
okay.
you do. And
I'll
I
say
have a
this.
feel like-
contingency plans for if you do certain different things.
I'll say this
Okay.
as somebody who has,
yeah.
been DMing for years now as well, or game mastering DM, whatever you want to call it. When you know what your group is most likely going to do in a situation, and trying to force them to do the opposite, it's hard.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's
what do you mean?
say I don't.
Like, okay,
Like
I
in
don't
relation
think
to
Andy-
this, in relation to this,
like-
what do you mean?
like, I'm just in general, like, I don't
Okay.
feel like you're railroading us.
Oh, okay. I try not to.
No, it's like I've on multiple occasions, and it has worked. The game group I play with here in Virginia, when you put them in a position to where it is obvious to everyone, you're not going to win. They go, well, we're going to have a glorious death.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
that's
it's
kind
like,
of the position
no.
you were in when the bandits decided
Yeah,
to
it's
finally
like,
take arms
no,
against you.
no. If you give up, if you surrender, I'm going to make it available for you to do something else.
Right. Or if you ran away, if you run.
Like,
When you're okay,
Like,
here's a clue for
Yeah.
when I run a game.
I'm
If you're up
not going to
against
throw a party of level 1 adventurers against cloud giants to just kill them off.
Yeah. and like
Sure.
Isabella was trying to reason with
I get
these
that.
guys at the beginning. If you're
And
up
I like
against
that. You're
unsurmountable, I
trying.
did too. But if you're up against unsurmountable odds, they're obviously not listening. Sometimes you just want to get the hell out of there. Just run.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. They
Don't
they
do the
have us.
definition of insanity.
How long are these guys going to chase you? Till it starts to get
Exactly.
a hint of dark, and then they're going to fucking lock themselves in the tavern? Yes, they are
And then they're going
terrified
to
of
wait
the
for the next
Frizzies.
day.
So I want to leave you guys with one question: is it possible we could play next week or not? Wait a minute. What is the date next week? That might not
Next
be good
week
for me,
will
actually.
be...
Yeah, that would be the 31st. Is that going to be a problem? If it is, that's cool. I'm not going to worry about it. But if it's not going to work, then we're not going to be able to play for about 3 weeks.
Let me look here real quick.
Because I don't want to run. Matt runs not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday. I don't like to run a game right after that because I'm working on role playing journals. And
Yeah.
Matt's role playing journal might be able to write in just the time it takes to play the game because it's going to be all combat next time.
Probably.
But I still don't want to schedule a game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because this last one was a lot of roll.
Yeah, I don't. I could still schedule a game in 2 weeks if people can't make it next week. But we're on a. It's a really. It's a point in the scenario that things are happening, and I want to give us an option of playing in a week. But if it's inconvenient for anybody, we can still play in 2 weeks, unless that's inconvenient for people.
All right.
So
I
I think
I
I
don't have
can
a
do
am
it.
problem.
you think you can, Fernando?
I'm good.
What about you? Got to
I
work
am theoretically off that day.
next week, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Okay, so I'll put up some stuff in the on the Discord of we will tentatively for now schedule for 1 week.
Yep.
You guys are like
Sounds
way
good.
far into this, and it should be able to be finishable in another game
Yeah.
session, I think.
No, I will say I liked where we ended tonight because it is still a bit of a cliffhanger. Like
Right, but
we're
you guys
about
aren't
to
like in like boom, combat is inevitable. Like
no,
last
we're
time,
about to confront
we
these
have to fight.
guys with
Yeah,
Frizzies
we don't know what's gonna
in
happen.
Right.
tow.
Keep in mind those frizzies, if they roll into that torchlight, are going to
It's yes.
change unless they have
Like,
places to
yeah,
hide.
say they got torches on every. Like, they probably have
They have a
multiple
lot of
torches on every single
yeah.
wall, all
But
lit. Like all
even if they
angles
are
are covered in
Frizzies,
light.
they're still the threat of becoming Frizzi-Nocs.
True.
So
That's a
psychological
possibility.
component,
Maybe.
maybe.
Here's another thing I want you to think about.
I might just kill him.
Between this session and the next session, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about Valorous, and Penter.
Oh, I have been
Um,
a little, not enough.
Clyde said they'd been there for 4 days. If Valorous and
How long have
Penter,
we been there? Only a day, right?
a day, like a few hours, like 6 or 8 hours. If Valorous and Penter were out there in the woods for 4 days, how did they survive
Oh yeah.
in woods full of Frizzi-Nocs? And I'm going to leave you with that, and we're going to end the stream. So everybody say goodbye. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Hi,
Bye.
everybody.
Helpful.